We are here. My name is Steve Beals. With me is everybody knows him in the football community, John Trisciani. John, welcome today.
Thank you for having me. Should be an exciting game, and I'm fired up to be here, Steve.
John, Chad is something that started about 3 years ago as far as the football game is concerned. They've had two extremely successful events, and it is all about raising money for kids at the Dartmouth Children's Division of the hospital. Understand there's some phenomenal things going on there. How do you match football up with this? What do you think about this event? I know you've been following. I know you've been indirectly involved in it. What do you have to say?
I think it's a fantastic game that Nick Vales started here and the Chad people with the support of New Hampshire high school football community. They're raising all kinds of money. The fundraising has been high right from day one. Gives an opportunity for the finest football players in the state of New Hampshire to get on the field. And it's a great day for the fans and a wonderful way for these graduated seniors to go out from their football careers in New Hampshire.
Over $500,000, $500,000, John, over the last 2 years, and it looks like just the pot's going to keep on growing. Where the rubber meets the road in this thing is kids literally get special care when they go in. Money is no object when it comes to families that need care for these children. What do you think it means to these players? I went online and I read some of the testimonials of some of these players that are on this field today. Football takes such a rap as far as concussions, as far as this, that, the next thing. This is the best part of football and what it's all about.
Yeah, back to the fact that, this is a great game. The Chad people do a wonderful job making sure the players understand what they're here for, to support Chad and those people, and it's going to be a heck of a day.
Last question, John. Paul Levine, longtime legend of New Hampshire football, going up against Tony Jonson from the East. What do you expect as far as game plans there?
I think it's exciting. I've seen both teams practice this week. Paul Levine is a legend, 70 years old. He's got as much energy as more
than a teenager
than what I saw when he was in his 30s. He's got a great staff on both teams. The Chad people and Nick Vales did a wonderful job putting together these staffs.
They sure did.
Tony Jonson, again, another New Hampshire legend. It's going to be a great day.
If you want to donate, Chad, go on the Chad website. Just Google Chad Game. You'll have the whole website to take a look at as far as making donations and seeing the other golf tournaments and other events that they have. I also want to thank Mike Currier today for bringing this broadcast to you from CastleHIll Sports. Mike is a guy who does phenomenal amount of volunteer work. I want to call his attention. We really, really are excited, John, to broadcast this game to you today. So with that, we'll be back in a few moments. Hi, Steve Beals back again with John Trisciani, and our pregame guest today is the legend in New Hampshire football, Paul Levine. Been doing it, I heard, 41 years yesterday, Paul. Yep. How's it feel here to be, 59 years old today?
Yeah, I wish that was.
Maybe a few extra years.
A few, like about 12 more years on that. But it's exciting. I still feel it. Like I told the kids the other day, I'm as nervous now as I was 42 years ago. And I guess that's a good sign, I guess. I don't know. But I still have the passion for it. I still want to coach. But this is nice. This has been good.
Paul, I know you've been integrally involved with the Chad game for the last 3 years and going into the third. Take us a little bit through your experience through it, what this means for the players, the kids, and the work that Nick Vales and his team of people have done.
Well, obviously the work that Nick Vales and Danielle and the whole team, it's been phenomenal with them. They work so doggone hard. It's pathetic how hard they work. And just for us to be here as all-stars and all-star coaches, the old cliche of giving back, well, it's overdone. But I'll tell you, I feel good about what I'm doing today. I've been traveling for 2 weeks in a car, coming to practice for 2 hours a day. And it doesn't bother me at all. I feel like I'm contributing, and I feel like I'm having a good time, and I think that's important.
Your assistant coaches today, your son Andy's involved. I know he's been involved last year as well. You got Roz back again. Talk to me about the assistant coaches and their involvement.
Oh, these guys are great. I mean, they're doing it for nothing. They're traveling also from different distances, and they have their heart into it. And I'll tell you, if the people out there would know what coaches do in a short period of time, 2 weeks, it'd be phenomenal.
John, any question?
Coach, it's great to see you again. Great to have you back out on the football field. I saw you practice this week. As Steve alluded to, the coaching staff just phenomenal. The amount of years of experience and their enthusiasm on the field and what these kids have learned from them over the last week and a half or so. If you could tell somebody back at home something we might see today that they're going to look at the game and say, there we go, Coach Levine was right. What are we looking to see today?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I would like to have the people leave today, first of all, seeing a great game between two teams. As far as the West, I would like to see the people say, my God, those guys were coached the basic fundamentals of blocking and tackling. It's not so much the spread, this and that. It's the wing tee. It's just the kids can block and they can tackle, and that's what I like to see them walk away with.
Fantastic.
Paul, I'd like to thank you. I know all the years and all the background time that you and so many other in the football community in New Hampshire make. And generally speaking, it's volunteer for the most part. Let's call it for what it is. This game means so much to people in New Hampshire. And it's got, you know, you're talking about the concussions thing and, you know, all the money and the college football stuff. This is really where it meets it, and this means so much to kids. What's the thing that you've taken away from your 40 years experience plus, as far as what you've seen the kids as they've grown older into young men, into older men?
Well, I'll tell you, the pleasurable thing about coaching a long time is when you come back, you run into a kid that played for you 25 years ago, and he would say something nice either to me or to somebody else who knows me and said, gee, you know what, if you had Coach Levine, you learned something, and not just about football, about after the game and before the game, the discipline, the schoolwork, the weightlifting. That's what Paul Levine would like to be known for. And if these kids who played for me can go on and talk about those things first and then football, then I know I've touched somebody.
Body, mind, and spirit.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Hey, keep supporting the Chad game. Appreciate again CastleHIll Sports Media for doing this game. And again, Paul, thanks for taking time out here. And most of all, helping these kids in this children's hospital, because that's really where the rubber meets the road.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll be back at game time start. Well, we were looking for him, Steve Beals and John Trisciani back again. We were looking for the founder of this whole event and a guy who puts in absolutely countless hours making Chad's the Chad dream come true, and it just keeps expanding every year. I have none other than Nick Vales with me. And Nick, this is the third year of the Chad game. You've had a couple phenomenal games so far. How do you feel today when you just see this thing growing and growing and growing?
Absolutely, and it has to grow. The need and demand for the children of Chad and the children of this state, it only expands. So we can't raise enough money, and at the same time, we also want to give an opportunity for New Hampshire players to play in an all-star game, as football is growing in New Hampshire, and I'm proud to say that. And so we want to put on a great show to raise money for the kids at Chad, and at the same time give a venue for New Hampshire football players to showcase their talent.
What a great mix. You know, I started reading some of the testimonials of these young players last night on the they all have a personal goal. They're trying to raise money themselves. These aren't guys just walking on the field and taking, they're given. I also see, I think it was 5 or 6 of them that in their testimonials talked about literally going into the hospital and visiting children, see what actually is going on. How does that make you feel to see these young New Hampshire men? Hopefully they all stay here.
Well, one of our missions was to teach philanthropy, and as you all know, high school age children are very impressionable, so what better time to teach a time to give back. These are gifted athletes who basically have gotten great health and were put in great programs where their talents were able to mature, and you know, we're not in control of everything, Steve.
Yeah.
You know? And so all of the players, we bring them to Children's Hospital Dartmouth to see who they're playing for and why they're playing this great game, and to truly understand that it's not about them. It's about giving back.
You bet. Coaches, you've got an all-star cast on both ends. You guys have been able to amass some of the top coaches in the whole New England area. How did that go? Are you involved in that as well? Kind of a dumb question, but I thought I'd ask.
Of course. We want a great game, and so the game is a product, and we want to put on a product such that it'll encourage attendance and attention. And so to that end, we want to control the product, and that means coaches.
Right.
So last year's game just was an incredible game. Came down to the wire.
Yeah.
And today I expect a great game.
I know that John has a question over there for us. So I'm going to hand the mic over to John.
Nick, first of all, on behalf of CastleHIll Sports, I want to say thank you to you and your family for a lifetime commitment to the kids in New Hampshire. The Vales family is not only synonymous with football and athletics, but also giving back to the community. I've been to a practice of each team this week. Like everything I see, your coaches have done a phenomenal job. I wish we had a calculator so we could add up the years of service of these coaches on this field. If you got to pick a team today, who are you going to take?
Oh.
I'm coming at you with the easy one, Nick.
For the jugular.
I would pick the Chad team.
Fantastic. Well, hey, thanks again.
Thank you, John.
And we'll turn it over to Steve.
And also, Nick, thanks a lot for being here. Thanks for keep doing what you're doing. We're going to do everything we can to get this game. You had something else you want to say?
I do. Actually, John here is also part of a family legacy that has given
Absolutely.
so many hours of their time and money and resources to the good people of New Hampshire. And New Hampshire, especially Manchester, is a special place. We all grew up in an environment where we saw adults giving tons of their time free, and made an impression in my life. And that's why I'm doing what I do, because I'm a beneficiary of dedicated volunteer adults. So.
Absolutely. You won't have an ego long if you hang around with John, I found out. Gets beaten up pretty hard. But I have to tell you, I agree with you wholeheartedly about the John and his dad and everybody else in the Trisciani family. I called John last night. I mentioned Chad. I'll be there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that's the way it is. So with that, John, we do appreciate all the work and effort. On the way over, my two boys are coming to the game. They were in the car. He said, "Who are you working with, Dad?" I said, "Coach Trisciani." I love that guy. So, you know, what a difference that makes to the young people to have good, solid men coaching these kids and turning them into hopefully better men later on. So with that, I also want to add thank you to CastleHIll Sports Media for bringing this event. One last point. Chad has a website. Just Google Chad Game or Chad Football Game New Hampshire. Any one of those will get you on the site and give you an opportunity to help participate in this absolutely phenomenal event. They want to continue to raise money. This money is going directly to help children's medical care with some very, very serious needs, and really helping out families that otherwise would never have the opportunity for Dartmouth Hitchcock type care. So with that, we'll look forward to a fantastic game. Coach Trish, I can't wait to call the game with you. I know he'll add more color than I ever asked for. So with that, Nick, thanks again, and let's go, guys.
Kelly. Number 44 from Laconia, Stephen Kimos. Number 77 from Exeter, Pierre Lalane. Number 5 from Pinkerton, Manny Latemo. Number 76 from Salem, Jared Lozowski. Number 49 from Pinkerton, Matt Madden. Number 9 from Salem, Jason Martinez. Number 33 from Kingswood, Tom Nicola Jr. Number 14 from Campbell, Christian McKenna. Number 24 from Pelham High School, Chris Medeiros. Number 21 from Exeter High School, Matt Smedley. Number 1 from St. Thomas Aquinas, Hayden.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Already good? All right. Can't believe it. You're just good, Mike. What can I say?
This is your captain speaking.
Beam me up.
Number 60 from Portsmouth, Chris Steele. Number 10 from Portsmouth, Donovan Fano.
Mike, do you want to start it here, looking at this way? Or so we'll just, okay. We'll go 3 minutes, right? Go 2 more minutes.
Number 75 from Spalding, Hunter Roy. Number 3 from Pelham, Joseph Slattery. Number 18 from Dover, Derek Stegman. Number 66 from Newmarket, Jacob Volinsky. Number 29 from Winnicott, Inghal Vesna. Number 26 from Dover, Eric Waddington. Number 55 from Winnicott, Ryan Welch. Number 4 from Pembroke, Zach Wigan. Number 89 from Winnicott, Colin Witt. Team East coaching staff is led by head coach Tony Jonson. He is assisted by George Distilialis, Ed Kiley, Craig Cousins, Ken Osbun, Chuck Robert, Michael Solominski, and Andy Vales, Jimmy Vales, and Athletic Director Skip Zwozinski. Trainer for the East team are Bethany Round and Chip Cloutier, and Connor Robert is the team manager. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to welcome to the field your West All-Stars. Number 52 from Bow, Dwight Alford. Number 30 from Bishop Girton, Stavros Anegnos. Number 59 from Nashua South, Kelmi Aziani. Number 3 from Manchester Memorial, Dion Ball. Number 45 from Milford, Mitchell Manischewski. Number 20 from Monadnock, Drew Voluski. Number 4 from Hanover, Sean Cavallero.
Give me a.
26 from Bishop Girton, Mike Devereaux.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Steve Beals. I'm here at the Chad game at St. Anselms College. East versus West. With me is a well-known football man, coach, analyst, and today acting as our color man, John Trisciani. John, welcome here, and just great to have you here. And I look forward to this charity game for a great cause.
Great to be here, Steve. Crowd's piling in. We're going to have a good one today. Don't leave your screen.
As the for those of you who don't know, Chad is a charity that it started about 3 years ago, where Nick Vales and a host of other dedicated volunteers put together a football program to kind of combine the opportunity of football players in the local area and where they drew the line between East and West, right along pretty much the Merrimack River, and try to give these guys an opportunity to enjoy this great game as all-stars to kind of showcase the football talent, and also play a huge part in raising money for the children in need for medical care at Dartmouth Hitchcock Hospital, thus the name Chad. So they have raised over $500,000 over the last 2 years, and it doesn't look like that's going to slow down at all, John.
No, it's been a great fundraiser for the kids and the people at Children's Hospital at Dartmouth.
Well,
this game's been won the last 2 years, Steve, by the West.
Tight one last year,
West
too.
Team. 13-7 West last year in overtime. Year before in 2012, West 44, East 12.
Joining the East staff this year and leading the team is Tony Jonson, a well-known coach, won several championships at Bishop Girton. Now is a head coach for Worcester Academy, good prep school, preparing and is developing a good program down there. But Tony came back this year to help out to volunteer for the position of head coach to try to maybe even it up here with the East, but it's not going to be easy because he's taken on legend Paul Levine with a great staff as well from the West. So what are your thoughts? You know both of these guys. What are your thoughts on that matchup?
It's great to have Tony Jonson here with the East team. He's got a good quarterback. I think we're going to see the starting quarterback, Donovan Fenner from Portsmouth. I think we're going to see a lot of option football out of the East team. They also have Manny Lattimore, one of the top rushing backs in the history of Pinkerton Academy, with him.
Yes.
You know, Tony's a great football guy, as you said. He's at Worcester Prep now, was at Bishop Girton. He coached at the University of New Hampshire, Plymouth State College, now Plymouth State University. Tony's been around and is bringing in a loaded staff, as is the West team with Paul Levine and his crew.
The format, John, is where they set up, I believe it's about 4 or 5 weeks before the game today, where they have practices where there are specific defenses that they can run, because given the fact that these guys are kind of, it's an all-star game where they melted together, there are some parameters throughout the game. What are the things that you noticed when you looked at the format of the game that stuck out to you?
Well, I know they're allowed 4 different formations, which they had to submit to the opposing team. They have to submit a base defense, which is a 4-4 for the West and a 4-3 for the East.
Yep.
There will be no blitzing linebackers, so they're in a base defense.
Okay, we're going to go down to the field right now where Nick Vales.
Thank you, Nick. Today's game would not be possible without your vision and passion. Also, thank
Well, Nick was short there, short and direct. Really have to hand it to Nick and the supporting group of people he has around him for this game. Again, $500,000 that's going directly into help children and families in need. So we're going to take a quick break here as we honor our country. The rosters, John, and I know you're obviously a coach of St. Anne's college level coach. What are you looking to see today? You know a lot of these high school players. I'm sure you've paid a lot of attention to them during the high school season last year. Who do you think stands out and who do you think is going to make an impact today?
I think let's start with the West offense.
Okay.
I believe we're going to see Trevor Knight as a starting quarterback. Trevor's a full scholarship player going into the University of New Hampshire in August. A threat to run the ball, threat to throw the ball. Threw for a ton of yards, ran for a ton of yards for Nashua South, playing for his father, Scott Knight, down there. Sean Cavallero from Hanover was slated to be the starting tailback, number 4. Pulled a hamstring this week. We're not sure what his status is health-wise for this game. Kid that played quarterback at Hanover will either play defensive back or receiver or running back at UNH. That's still open. He's been recruited as an athlete. Number 2, Brad Rhodes, we'll see as a slot receiver, probably some at defensive back. He was a running back at Trinity. Was going to Bridgeton Academy prep school for a year.
Understand he wants to continue in football beyond that.
Yes. And Bishop Bridgeton Academy is a prep school for strictly postgraduates, already graduates from high school. Play a real high level of all athletics, but Brad will be there to play football. You've got the Plymouth crew from Chuck Lenahan's team, powerhouse up in Plymouth, New Hampshire. John Thomas, running back, linebacker. Kyle Reiser, who's a heck of a defensive end and tight end out of Plymouth. We'll be getting a good look at him. Walter Zendi from Concord, running back. Mark Gaudette, linebacker, running back out of Concord. We've got the captains at midfield.
Jared Keel, another UNH player entering out of Plymouth High School, played tremendous player for the Bobcats.
Absolutely. Number
Stood
22.
next to him a few times, and I knew it.
Yeah, Jared Keel, another guy going to University of New Hampshire, running back, linebacker. He'll make a lot of noise out here today.
Looks like coaching staff is pacing back and forth on both ends. No question, John, these coaches are competitive guys as well as their staffs. Talked to Paul, had an interview earlier, and said even at 70 years old and at an all-star game, he's still nervous. He never seems to lose that passion for the game.
Yeah, Paul was using the word nervous. I would say excited and fired up.
Yeah.
I don't
agree.
think he's all that nervous, although it was his word. Just, when you're a football coach prior to the game, just like a player, got a few butterflies, excited to get going. They've been working hard, want to get their product out on the field and show the nice crowd we have here at St. Anselms College what they're all about.
It is a nice crowd. Filled in the last 15 to 20 minutes by quite a bit. Just great to see a good crowd here for the game. As the captains go back and pump up the teams, we're about ready to get rolling here. I don't know if they've done who's receiving the ball yet, but talk to me a little bit, John, where we got a break here before the game starts, about what it is like for a high school player to transition, whether it's D1, 2, or 3. What is it? What are the things, the common things you've seen, common theme of the adjustment of a high school player going to college?
I think one of the first things, Steve, is being away from home.
Yeah.
Your mother's doing your laundry, cutting your steak, feeding you.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there on their own, meeting new students, you know, both athletes from their team. It's nice to get a head start if they're playing college football. They get 2 or 3 weeks before the regular students come in to meet a core group of people. Then it becomes just a big time commitment.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of meetings, a lot of position group meetings, a lot of film sessions,
strategy
weight
sessions,
room.
Yeah.
The time commitment certainly picks up from high school.
Yeah, now Division I obviously is quite a bit different than Division II and III, right? I mean, it's pretty much it's almost like a professional schedule in D1 for the season, isn't it?
You know, from a time commitment, you're only allowed 20 hours under NCAA rules.
True.
What they call countable hours. So the time commitment is the same. Just at the bigger schools and the TV schools, you'll see, you know, a few more toys.
All right, looks like we're ready for kickoff. West kicks the ball off, kind of squibs it over to the left side. Little bobble, but comes up the right side, and looks like he's still on his feet down about the 32-yard line. Looked like number 9 from Team East.
Jason Martinez,
Salem. Running back from Salem. I couldn't tell. Was that Manny Lattimore on the left-hand side? It looks like they kicked. If it looked like him, it looks like they may have kicked the ball away from him. Probably not a bad thing to do.
Lattimore was deep, and the ball stayed in bounds, so there was no penalty, so it worked out pretty good.
So the West stacking up on the 44. East running out of the I, John.
I with twins to the top of your screen.
Oh, looks like a double fake. Some pretty good speed out there, but it looks like he's going down. Donovan Fanor.
Had some play action, faked the reverse.
Yep.
Fanor couldn't find.
The only option for him, John, I think, was to just run it right up through. He tried to get out wide. I don't know if he's looking for a receiver or not, but that's a pretty good defensive start there for the West.
Tackled by Kyle Reiser from Plymouth in the backfield for about a 10-yard loss.
Now they're back in the shotgun. Feeds it out on a screen. And looks like they gained about 12 yards in that play, so that'll be 3rd down and 8. I couldn't see who was running the ball there. It's going to take me a few, John, to get the numbers. But
yeah, just a little bubble screen to Manny Lattimore out there.
I saw a lot of that at Pinkerton.
3rd and 8.
Manny's been a tremendous athlete even since he was just a young kid. Through the youth football program, I coached against him. Not an easy guy to coach against. Ball downfield, a little bit low. Good defensive coverage there, John, and looks like that West had a good defensive stand. They're always good to have your team go the defense pull a 3 and out in the opening of the game. So it looks like East is going to have to punt. Trying to see who's back. 48.
Colin Sullivan was defending on that one from Plymouth.
Did a nice job.
48 for the West.
Not 40. I can't get the.
Yeah, there is no 48.
It's either Mark Gaudette or Nadai Walters. He fields it back at the 27-yard line, cuts left. If he gets it, and met soundly by, I think, number 4 from East, Zach Wiggin from Pembroke Academy. Pull back and nose guard. Getting off of that, playing a little special teams, John.
Yeah, and that was Mitchell Baniskevich from Milford, number 45 deep. You'll have to bear with us at home a little bit as we get these numbers down, Pat.
Well, unfortunately, we don't really have a starting roster. We just have a whole roster. We'll start to get the names here as we go through. West coming out of the I as well with some twins up top. Spreading out the field just a little bit. Fakes to the fullback. Rolls out to the right. Nice rollout. Got a tight end, backside tight end wide open. And a nice tackle by 21, open field tackle by 21, Clint Phelps, but not before he gains about 24, 25 yards. That was a well-designed play.
Absolutely.
Just kind of dragged him from the backside, John.
That was a tight end, Nick Macris from Central, number 15. Came from the top of your screen over to the bottom.
Ran a nice pattern.
Nice play action fake by Trevor Knight.
I like the way Trevor rolls out. Hands off, up the right.
That's Endy from Concord. Isolation play.
Pretty good stop. They might have gained 2 or 3 there. Looks like 2 to 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 Looks like West is getting a little bit of push off the line, John. I didn't really see that so much from East, although they would look like they were trying to pass the ball downfield. Nice mix-up of plays here on the offensive side for West. Might be changing up here at the line. A little bit of an offset eye to the right. Knight goes back, kind of a draw play. Nice roll out to the left. Nice slippery back here. 42.
That's Walter's Indy.
Walters, yeah. I remember him watching Concord play. Good look and run. Kind of slippery there, John, as he slipped outside, got another 8 yards, but did it in a very safe way. Had a good wrap on the ball.
Yeah. Walters brings both things here to this game. He's evasive and fast and also very powerful.
Yep, good acceleration.
He can take you in the open field or he can run you over.
Very impressed with the poise so far. I know we've only had a few plays at Trevor Knight. Just his timing on the line. Offset eye again, a quick pitch out to the left. Nice cutback and met at the line by number 49 from East. Matt Madden from Pinkerton. Nice breakdown tackle there, John.
Yes, we're going to hear a lot about Matt Madden from Pinkerton.
Yeah.
He's a 3-year starter for the Astros and Coach Brian O'Reilly. Hard-hitting linebacker, and he'll be prepping at Worcester Prep.
Oh, he is.
With Coach Tony Jonson this August.
Yeah. Really like the way he broke down there, John, and closed that hole. But so it'll be 2nd down and 7 for West, but they're down in the 30-yard line of East. Trevor fades back, has got a nice pass, got some release. It looked to me like the receiver was more interested in his defender rather than running a route there, John. I don't know if you saw that.
14 Nick Vales from Bedford High School trying to run the fade.
Nick turned around. He looked like he, I don't know if he was getting, if it was body contact there or not, but either that or, boy, watching him play in Bedford this year was just, I saw quite a few games, called a few of them, John. What a special player. Smart, heady player with great physical ability. Knight rolls out to the left, got a good blocking, got plenty of time, and looks like he threw behind number 15, Nick Macris from Central. So it'll bring in 4th down and 7 still. I imagine they'll go for it here unless they've got somebody that can hit a 48-yard field goal.
Number 99, the right guard for the West, Sean Zakowski from Plymouth, did a nice job getting out there on the protection.
Sure did.
Left.
Sure did. That was a well-designed play. He was open, just thrown a little behind him.
Yeah. Actually, he's the right guard. We don't have any heights and weights, Steve, but he is a big
He's a big guy. So Trevor looks like he changed up there. Fades back. He sees something down the inside slant, and a great grab and a 1st down. That's a well-executed play on both sides of the ball, John. One thing for sure is Trevor's getting an excellent, his line is doing a great job for him, giving him some vision. I don't know if you're seeing that, John, but it looks that way to me.
Great protection by the West offensive line. He hit Vales on the slant.
Yep.
Nice pattern by Nick.
Yeah, boy, Nick did a great job of holding on to that ball. That was total concentration there. And remember, these guys haven't played together up until about 4 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and they haven't had a heck of a lot of contact in practice.
No,
so these guys.
No, that's just hard work and execution. Little bit of a reverse on the inside. Nice run. That's a great play call. You're kind of spreading the field out there, John, a few times, and then you had that backside guard just kick into the tackle, and that's a good-looking run. That was 42 from Team West.
Endy again.
Endy again.
Picked up a nice block from Trent Fortune from Bedford High School.
He sure did.
Center, number 58.
Oh, was that the center that kicked back? Okay, I thought it was the backside guard. I didn't see. Okay. That's a nice play there by Trevor.
Corey Francis is the right tackle from Central, 64.
Very good. So far, I really like the way Trevor Knight handling himself at quarterback. I mean, this isn't a team that he's had, for, where he's been playing with these guys for 3-4 years, 2 years, or even a year for that matter. Really think he's managing the offense extremely well.
Trevor's doing a nice job.
Yep.
Most of his experience, if not all of it, at Nashua South was out of the shotgun.
Yeah.
So this is really the first time he's been under center.
Yeah.
With the West offensive coordinator, Jimmy Schubert, former Central High School coach who won a lot of championships.
Played in a little NFL too.
Oh, his brother Steve played
My
in the
brother
NFL.
Steve, excuse me, that's right.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Jimmy was a heck of a football player at Wake Forest.
Yep.
Won a national championship at Ferrum Junior College also before going to Wake Forest.
Long history there of
another great local football family, the Schuberts.
well, so far I like the call here. Looks like a nice rapport between Jimmy and Trevor as well.
I got my start coaching in 1978 under Jimmy Schubert, so I know him well.
So Trevor out of the eye here, 2nd down and 3, fades back, rolls out, very nice. That's a touchdown. This kid is very impressive. Made a nice connection here between some good receiver quarterback connection between the tight end and Nick Vales out in the slot or the wide out. There's definitely been some hard work going on here executing these plays. But
Knight had the opportunity to run it in or throw it in.
And he drew the defender in and opened it up.
He hit tight end Nick Macris, number 15, who worked hard to get open on that for the touchdown.
One thing I've been watching Nick, just a few plays we've seen here, he gets off the line very quickly. His first 3 steps are very quick, which gives him the advantage when he makes his cuts. Because he's got the DBs off a little bit off kilter here. So with the extra point, no, looks like the defensive line of the East got some serious penetration there. So with 9:54 left in the first quarter, the West takes a 6-0 lead on a very, very well executed, I would say about 11 or 12 play drive right there.
Absolutely. Walters Endy from Concord kicked that extra point. He didn't get much of a trajectory on that. It was a low kick into the line. Tough to get everything down on these extra point kicks with a whole group of guys that aren't used to playing with each other. So the kicking game will be huge today.
Right, right. Yeah, surprised that they didn't that they don't run the ball in there, but they must have had plenty of practices to, in a normal circumstance he's going to get it through the uprights. But so you've had a 3-and-out here with East and a nice 12-play drive. West is going to be feeling pretty good right about now.
Certainly a good way to open up the game for the West.
Trevor Knight taking a break down there on the benches. Well deserved. That ball's been touched. He's going to run it out. He's got nowhere to go, and it's going to be another special teams win here on the putting East back to the 2-3 yard line. Just swarming, John. Swarming down there, and everybody's taking their proper angles of attack to make sure there was no room for him to break outside, and he just that's what receivers start stuttering his steps. You know that the kickoff team's been running their lanes with discipline.
Yeah, that was nice hustle on the way down.
So out of the 44D, and looks just a lone setback for East as Fenor hands off, and right there on the defensive line. I don't even know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. Number 70, it looked like, from East.
Colin Healy from Merrimack.
Yeah, not with a nice tackle. Little do we ever know, John, the Merrimack River would have such a important borderline, as it really comes into the Chad game right across the board. And it divides them pretty well.
I wasn't sure what the boundary was. Thank you for sharing. That's a great point, Steve.
John, I can't offer much, but geography I can. Always was pretty good at it in school. As I'm talking, it looks like they gain another 2 yards there for a run right up the middle. So it'll be 3rd down and 6, maybe 7. Working with a slot and a lone setback. And he's broken outside, but excellent defensive work by, don't miss me. That deserves accolades right there. Looks like it was either 26 or 38. I couldn't tell, John, what it was. I think it was 26.
If it was 26,
Mike,
that's
did you
Mike
see who that
Devereaux
was, Mike?
from Bishop Girton.
22? Mike says it was 22. It's all the other side of the field. So 22 for
Jared Kuehl from Plymouth.
Jared Kuehl. Boy, that was excellent defensive work.
The East will be punting.
East punched the ball away deep in their end zone. Looks like he fair catched it. That's a smart move, getting that kind of field position. Don't take any chances. So fielded by number 46.
Hayden Middleton was the punter for the East from St. Thomas Aquinas. He's also a nice, high-quality kicker with range up to about 45 yards, if not more, on field goals.
Yeah.
That was not a huge punt, but he got it out to the 36, give him a little room anyway. Out of the end zone.
He was deep in his end zone too,
yeah.
John. All right, so running out of the gun. He's got a flare out to the other right side. Oh, just lost his footing. He had his back out in the flare there, John, wide open. He just couldn't see him. So that'll be a loss of at least 5. Looks like about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 15. So nice job there by East containing Trevor Knight.
Yeah, Trevor held the ball a little bit there and tried to get out of trouble and slipped on the Grapponi Stadium turf here at St. Anselm College.
That was Max Medley. He's a tall safety. He's got to be 6'4".
2nd and 15.
2nd and 15. Trevor hands it off. Nice run. Did the right thing, gained back half of it. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and about 8.
Walter Zendi with another nice run.
He slips through the line. He knows how to follow his blockers. He's been well trained, John.
Mark Gaudette comes into the backfield. Sean Cavallero is in the game, number 4 for the West.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8 here. 6-0 West with 6:43 and counting in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have some problem with the time clock here. They're down to 2 seconds.
Yeah, had to call a second timeout.
Yeah. And you're going to see some issues with this time clock. You know, it was set at 25.
Well,
the West is trying to get the play signaled in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our community sponsors.
Just an absolutely gorgeous day. Nice breeze blowing. Or is that the fan behind us, John?
That's the fan. We've got a good crowd here at Grapponi.
Very good crowd.
On the campus of St. Anselm College.
They're filling up the end zone.
Still coming in.
Yep. And it looks like there's not a lot of room here in the regular stands. I guess a little bit in the back. But nice turnout.
Here comes the West. Cavallero's in. We want to watch him, number 4. He came in here with a little hamstring injury. It's good to see him in the game. He's a heck of an athlete. He's a tailback for the West.
So looking a little bit offset to the right. Knight takes it, and looks like might have been a little false start here. So that 5 yards is never good on a 3rd and 8, John. Changes the whole picture of what you're going to run. But they are in. If they can pick up 6 or 7, they're in 4th down. You know, they can go for it in 4th. They're deep in the East territory.
You've got Vales and number 3, Dion Ball out of Memorial down at the bottom of the screen here.
Yep.
Twins. I formation, offset I. Those are 2 really good receivers right there.
Yes, they are, and he's going to roll out, and it looks like he's going to try. He's going to have to tuck it and run, and he might have got. Oh, that looks like it was offsides, John. They got 5, so it's 3rd, 4th down, and about 1. So no question what they'll do here. Looked like that looked like they had the rollout contained. East did defensively. John forced Knight to run inside. One thing I have not seen him do is try to flail the ball in a bad situation downfield, and that's the discipline that many reps of good coaching through trial and error at the youth level can train. So it's a handoff to the right with a great second effort, and he's still on his feet, still on his feet. He may go all the way in, and he's going to. There is some serious, serious second, third, and fourth effort there from number 4, Sean Cavallaro. And I think that Mr. Trisciani might have just said that, didn't you, John?
Well, that answers that question on the health of Sean Cavallaro.
Yeah.
That was a big-time run. He broke at least 3 tackles on that.
Very, very impressive. But
he looks healthy to me, Steve.
Yeah, and, you know, John, you train running backs to keep moving your feet. Don't stop moving your feet, and keep your shoulders square. And that's exactly what he did. And he was very difficult to tackle there. Very, very, very impressive run.
Big-time run by Cavallaro.
So with 5:45 left, it's 12-0. They're looking to hit it through the uprights again to make it 13. And it's a fake, but there was a flag thrown. So I don't know if East jumped or West jumped. We'll find out here in a moment.
They got West.
They got West.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was a called fake or just a reaction by the holder, number 8, Devin Gillis from
Yeah,
Merrimack.
that's a good question.
The whistle blew. The East poured through the middle pretty good.
Yep. What's good to see, John, looks like there's quite a few young football players, high school players, that are out in the crowd today.
Absolutely.
A lot of these guys have, out in the crowd here, played with the seniors here, and that's nice to see that they come out and support them as well as the charity. So they're going to be going for it, going for 2 here. You kind of knew he was going to roll out, and he's got some space. He's got a nice play by number 49 from East.
Matt Madden from Pinkerton, the
well,
linebacker we talked about earlier,
absolutely.
who had a big stick earlier.
Johnny on the spot, smart to have his hands. If you don't have the hands in the air, John, you're not going to bat it down. And some good textbook defensive work there from Matt Madden. Boy, that could come back. I mean, because he clearly had a receiver in the end zone wide open that Trevor was aiming for. And you never know what happens in a game, but when you review it later, you realize how important these can be.
Extra points are important. But the West is out of the gate fast, 12-0 with 5:45 left in the first quarter.
Yep. So West has had the offense, had on offense twice, and they've done some pretty good work going down there at score. I'm amazed, John, at how disciplined both these teams are with so few practices. Testament to the coach's work.
Absolutely. Kyle Reisert from Plymouth will be kicking off the left hash. He boomed the last one.
Number 5 will take it, and
Lattimore.
he has a lane. He's got a lane. Nice job by Lattimore all the way out to the 35. He kind of earned that on his own. Manny Lattimore.
Nice special teams tackle.
4-year starter for Pinkerton.
Gaudette from Concord on the tackle. Captain, linebacker, 44.
Is Robbie? No, Robbie Lahr was a junior, wasn't he? So he's coming up as a senior next year.
Quarterback?
Yeah,
from Concord?
From
yes.
Concord. Good-looking player. Kind of a Flutie-esque player, you know, just very smart, in and out of the pocket. Little fella, but plays much bigger than he is. He's very heady, and has a flair. Oh, nice curl inside. Manny got everything he could out of that. Manny got up a little frustrated. You can tell. I don't think he's getting the.
Put a little juke on Kai.
Yeah, but he did what he had to do because it was close.
Get ready for this one.
Yeah.
Clay and Stuber from Stevens of Claremont.
There you go.
Lattimore put a little move on him. And Kai just couldn't get him down.
2nd down and 6 here, or maybe 7 for East. Pitch out, going to Lattimore, and that's just great work. Great defensive work by number 27.
John Thomas from Plymouth.
Yeah, Thomas, yeah.
Got a couple big plays for a loss already in this game by the Plymouth duo.
Solid athlete.
Reisert and Thomas.
One of the things that you noticed with Keel, Thomas, and I'll think of the third one in a minute. They all tackle the same
Sullivan.
way. Sullivan, yeah, they all tackle the same way. They're square to the line. They break down and they give you nothing.
And here's Reiser taking down.
Reiser taking him down now, yeah.
Fanner in the backfield.
Tremendous defense here. That's going to bring it.
Little help from
fourth
Colin
down.
Healy.
Fourth down, and looks like about 14 to 15 yards to go. 4:04 left here in the first quarter. So East will be punting it away. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think West has only one more timeout. But they'll have almost 4 minutes to go here when this play is done. High snap, drops it, going back. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, and he tries to get the ball away.
Hayden Middleton did a nice job just getting that ball off.
He sure did. He sure did. And so with tremendous field position around the 34, 35-yard line of East, West will take over again with Trevor Knight leading the pack again.
It's tough to pick up some of these numbers the way these guys are wearing these shirts.
Boy, I'll tell you.
And they've got stickers all over their helmets of all the teams playing.
Yeah.
These guys pass out stickers.
Kind of a show of brotherhood, you know.
Tough to figure out the schools, so bear with us.
Not a bad
at home.
idea. I have so Trevor breaking it outside, looking for a seam. Well covered by 55 and 49 from East. Ryan Welch, yep, and Matt Madden.
Matt Madden again.
Yep.
Picked up a nice block on the edge by Andy, his running back.
So a loss of 2. That'll make it 2nd and 12. 3:19 clock running. 12-0 West leads. Beautiful looking field out here, John.
Knight in the gun.
Out of the shotgun, Knight fades back and falls down. That's the second time he slipped in the turf, and that is a huge loss. That's going to bring it back over 20 a second and about 23, 22.
Had a big rush out of that.
Yeah, he sure
line
did.
For the East too. Colin Richardson, Peter Lalamy from Exeter.
Yeah, East is coming on. East defense is coming on here. They you could even see it with the last drive, John. It wasn't like the first, so they're stiffening up a little bit and seem to be containing Trevor Knight quite well.
Ryan Welch from Winnicott is at an end, 55. 56, Patrick Glenn from Portsmouth is at the other defensive end spot.
Knight rolls out to the right again, looking downfield. He's got a receiver open, but the pass was a little bit low. Still a good rush by East there. It isn't like he could just sit in the pocket. He had to get rid of it. So it'll be 4th down and 22 to go. So with 2:15 left, East is going to get the ball back, John. Trevor's a little frustrated down there, you can see.
He was trying to hit the big tight end, Nick Macris, out of Central again.
It looks to me like East is given the middle. They're looking to contain on the outside, and a little trap back in the middle might be a good play right about now.
Still getting the
not now with 22 to go, but
here's a punt. This is Reiser back to punt for the West.
So kick is off. Manny Lattimore's letting it go. And it's going to go down to the 3-yard line. Field position has not exactly been too good today for East. Special teams here. Let's not overlook the quality special teams work by the West kickoff team.
Nice punt and great coverage by the West.
All 4.
Yeah, Jared Kuehl, 22, out of Plymouth High School, was the long snapper, and he was the first guy down there.
Yep.
Talking a lot of Plymouth guys. Out of the land of Lenahan up there, Chuck Lenahan.
Boy, I was up there listening to the up in the set next to the press box there, up where the in the tower, and they got quite a system going there with the coaching staff. They
sure do.
They got a good.
Got an option by Fanor.
Gains about maybe 2 or 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Pitched it out to Devin Gillis, number 8 from Merrimack.
Well, they're going to say his knee was down, so he's pretty much back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and a long 9. 137 and running. I believe that East still has 2 timeouts, but in this deep territory, I think they're probably going to just take it into the second quarter. So Fenor out of the shotgun. 2 backs beside him, fakes. Just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Smothering defensive work by the West. Looked like number 20 was in there in the tackle. Drew Beluski.
Kelmy Anziani from Nashua South, number 59, brought him down on that one.
Oh, was that it? I thought it was 20.
Tough to pick up those numbers.
Boy, I'll tell you, especially the white, especially the white numbers. Fenor back, got it. That receiver was open. It looked to me like he was thinking of a deeper route. The receiver, John, he wasn't even looking back.
He had Jake Geppert from St. Thomas out there.
Yeah,
just couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
So they're going to be punting down here out of the end zone.
40
again.
seconds left.
Hayden Middleton.
They're going to get outstanding field position, John, with 40 seconds left.
Hayden Middleton's going to give it another shot here.
So
he's almost on that back line.
I was just going to say, he is on the back line. Flag down. So that'll give him 5 yards out.
I'll give him a little room anyway.
I'm sure the punter's happy about that.
Looks like 45 Mitchell Baniskevich from Milford is deep as the punt returner for the West.
So he's only in about another 2 yards, but at least he's got a little room to punt it away. Kick is away. He's going to fair catch it. He had a lot of room to run there too, but with that kind of field position, that gives him an opportunity to maybe put together a couple plays, get it down close. So East, about as good as they could have expected, I think, on that punt, John.
Yeah, again, Middleton punting out of the end zone, got it out to the 40. This is a big defensive series for the East.
Yeah, this is important. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been a good long quarter. There's that reverse I was talking about inside.
Little trap.
Yeah, little trap. And that's what I said. That was open. Like, you could clearly see that from up here that was open. Linemen love the trap. Gives them an opportunity to do work right at the point of attack.
That was John Thomas out of Plymouth.
Yep. Give the line credit there, too. They sealed that off. But there's no question that you could see East working the outsides, just giving up too much real estate in the middle.
Nice 9-yard gain.
Yes, sir.
That's the quarter.
That's the quarter. So with 1 quarter down, West up 12-0. John, is this pretty much what you expected, or what are your thoughts?
Well, I think what we're seeing right here is the West offensively has definitely been the better team.
Good play
Therefore,
call.
the 12-0 score. Haven't been able to do anything with the extra points.
Yeah.
The East is hanging on. Aiden Middleton's had at least 2 punts out of the end zone, if not 3.
Yep. Plenty of time here for East to get back in the game. Like the play calling by Mr. Schubert.
East.
John.
Oh, Coach Schubert
Mixing the
never
plays up
calls
very
a play that's not a good play. That's how he won so many games at Central High School. And these guys are blocking it and running the offense.
Yeah, they're
I'm
executing.
actually impressed with the West execution.
Yep.
In an all-star game like this. Now the East is going to have to get some offense going here.
Yeah. Seems a little disjointed right now. Whether that's just guys not used to playing together, but you know, maybe as they work in the second quarter, get the bugs out of the system and get. One thing for sure is Fenor has been completely contained. There's nowhere for Fenor to go.
Yes, they're doing a nice job defending the option, the East option with Fenor quarterback. Doing a good job defending the pass.
Being able to read defenses in football for the offensive side is so important.
East needs a stop here, and then they need to move the football. I think that's the key as we start the second quarter. 15-minute quarter. We're playing NCAA rules.
So Trevor Knight looking downfield. Oh, he's got wide open. Wide open. Did you see Trevor on that play?
Trevor gave the head fake and pumped it off to the left at the bottom of your screen to pull the safety. And then hit Macris wide open on the right
Very
sideline.
impressive in the pocket.
I believe that's Macris.
Yeah. Clearly, John, in order to make that play, you've got to have patience, discipline, but you've also got to be able to see the field in a special way, and he does.
Yeah, and again, another nice grab by Macris.
Very much, yeah. Good-looking kid. Well done. So first and goal here on this, looks like about the 5-yard line. Knight out under center, hands the ball off, and he gains about 2.5 there. So looks like number 42. Is that Andy?
That was Andy on the carry.
Yep. Andy Walters on the carry. Nice job as he comes off the field.
Walters Andy, Steve.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
I got that even before I had to read, John. That's my first one, so. He's not afraid to lower his shoulder, John.
No. Doing a nice job running the football well.
Yeah, he is, and he's protecting the ball well. Never want to give the ball up inside the red zone. Knight getting his line ready. Got a little motion to the left, and that's a good turn.
That's another nice
He's
run
awful
by
close
Cavallaro.
there, but it looks to me like it's going to be 3rd down and probably about a foot.
That was Sean Cavallaro, number 4 out of Hanover.
Yeah. Yeah, nice twist, protecting the ball the whole time.
Making his presence felt.
Yep. Coach Schubert calls in the play. That was a big tight end pass there to
Macris.
Mattress, yeah. Snap is off out of the power eye right, and I think he got it. I think he got in on the second. Yeah. No, they're going to say 4th down. Boy, I thought when he twisted, John, he got in the end zone.
I thought he was in. He was
So
behind
nice,
Zykowski and DeCorey Francis.
Nice
up
stop
front
by
for the
East.
West. The right guard and tackle.
You know, when you see a play like that, you know a team is still in the game. You know, when they're fighting hard like that, they're not giving in. It's just, this is really about East offense. You know, you expect these teams to score. So it looks like a timeout taken. And it looks like, I think it was West.
Yeah, that's a timeout West, and that's their final timeout and a half.
Right. So 2 of those other timeouts, John, if I'm not, at least one of them, I think 2, were because of the time clock, the shot clock. So for West's sake, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt him.
And that 25-second play clock
is different.
Playing under NCAA rules is a little shorter for these guys.
Yeah.
It's going to take them a little time to get used to.
Yeah. So on the 1-foot line, this is these are those plays you remember, John, looking back later.
Yeah, it's been a nice little stand down here by the Tony Jonson's East offense. Defense.
Number 79 checked in the game for East for a little run stoppage. Philip Hopper from Pinkerton, nose guard.
Phil Harper's a big dude. He's about 320 pounds.
Yeah.
From Pinkerton Academy.
Yeah.
Number 79, and he'll be coming in on their goal line short yardage package on defense for the East.
Well, he's there right now. So 4th, it's a big play. Power eye right. Trevor gets this guy set, little motion left, goes out, and that was a smart call. Clearly they're just ramming the middle, John. There they have to, and that is a big one for West to finish that drive.
Cavallaro again with his 2nd TD for the West.
Again, not afraid to lower his shoulder. Head up, shoulders down. I remember bringing my kids to the Schubert camp when there was a camp coach there, John Trisciani. And
what were they, 4?
No, they weren't 4. They were probably 7, I think, 7 or 8. And a friend of mine says, you got to send it to Schubert camp. They got a great coaching staff over there. And John, you were yelling out to the kids. Come back to it in a moment. And nice defensive play there by number 21, I think, from East.
21
Max
for the
Medley
East.
from
Knocked
Exeter.
it away, Max Medley.
Did a nice job. So that's 3 touchdowns, but no extra points there for West. So that's basic. Could potentially 3 to 6 points that are off the board, and it's it's 18-0, John, not 24-23, you know. So it's inside of the 3 touchdown and plenty of time left. This is just about East getting that offensive package and sync together. But
I'm sure Coach Jonson is going to do everything he can in this series to get that offense moving.
This is a big response right here.
He's got Kenny Osborne, the Dover head coach, is the passing game coordinator for the East. And they've got coaches up in the box, and they've been feeling each other out for a quarter and a couple minutes into the second quarter.
So I was a dad going over to the camp, and I was way off the sidelines there and just watching the little guys. And you were over there. You kind of were rotating around to the various tackling drills the different age groups would go through. And all your eyes to the sky, you were telling these kids. And, boy, how important that is to train these kids young to keep their head up, because safe tackling is a big part of it. Manny Lattimore goes down the right side looking for a whole lot of stutter stepping, and that cost him there. In that situation, I think you're better off just firing it right into it. But give credit there. Manny didn't have a lot that he could do with it. Good. This coverage team here has just done a terrific job, John. All 5 kickoffs or punts or kickoffs. The punt coverage and the kickoff coverage has been great.
Yeah, they're flying to the football.
They are.
Manny's an explosive returner out of Pinkerton, so he's going to get his at some point.
John, I understand you're going to be over the Milford camp this year.
The Keith Jones, the Milford coach, Southern New Hampshire football camp. I will be there.
New quarterback in for East. Rides it through, and he gains about 3 there. Number 18, Derek Stegman out of Dover, is in to replace Fenor. So let's see if he can do anything here to fire up the offense.
Stegman's the backup out of Dover. Saw him at practice this week, did a nice job running the offense.
He did, yeah.
He can throw the football, he can run the option.
So important to get quarterbacks, good quarterbacks. They got Lattimore out wide, or in the slot. Different play set here. Out of the gun. Looking strong right here. Fires a semi-screen out and a nice move, and he's got a first down, and that's got to hearten, give a little bit of juice to the East offensive squad, and they're celebrate a little bit as they should. They put together a couple plays here, put together a first down, and first downs eventually turn into touchdowns, John.
Yeah, nice completion. The lefty out of Dover, Derek Stedman, to number 8, Jake Geppert from St. Thomas Aquinas for a first down.
Yep.
That's how it starts.
Yep.
Chip away those first downs.
So 1st and 10 again, right at the 33-yard line. Fakes it, pitches, out to Lattimore. He's trying to gets the ball, does a nice job of holding on to that ball, and gains another 4 or 5 yards. So Manny with a nice run there. Good concentration, John, to hold on to that ball.
Nice tackle by Stavros and Agnes out of Girton.
Yeah, it was. Came right up.
Number 30, DB. Andy Levine's the defensive back coach for the West. Done a nice job this week with these guys.
Yes, he has.
Stavros is the left cornerback.
Playing 7 yards off. Coming up. Oh, that's great work. Great work. Number 11 from West coming up
Harrison
hard.
Erder out of Milford.
Yeah, nice job.
On the screen out there to the top of your screen. Erder's an interesting story. You may have saw him play Trinity, where he was a one-man show at quarterback, throwing and running the ball early in the season last year.
Sure it was. Remember that game well.
Not a big guy, but very physical, very athletic, and a heck of a football player.
He sure was. He was a total package that game, and a real threat when he gets outside of the pocket, too. So Twins down the bottom, comes back, and gets his hands on it, but can't hold on there in the middle of the field. I think he'd like to have that back again. Number 89.
Colin Witt out of Winnicott.
Yep.
Got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on.
Yep.
Nice defense by the West.
So it'll be 4th down and 6. I don't think they'll be going for it here in their own territory.
Here comes Hayden Middleton, the punter out of St. Thomas. Again.
Started a little offense
At least he's
Trish?
not in the end zone, Steve.
Yeah, no, I'm sure this is unfamiliar
Standing
territory.
on the 18.
But West giving him a lot of credit here. He's all the way back to the 25-yard line. He must be expecting a boomer. And not too bad. Was going to fair catch it, but
boy,
that wasn't smart.
That's blue ball if he touched it. Might have been blown dead. There was a lot of West guys standing around the ball.
Yeah, Brad Rhodes.
Basic football fundamental. If you're not going to pick up the punt, get away from the ball.
Yeah.
Ball bounces off a white jersey, and the blue jersey recovers, and all of a sudden you got a different outlook here with the East having the ball. But the West ended up with it. Whistle must have blown.
Coach Levine, Andy Levine, talking to Brad in the sidelines to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, and there was a couple other guys hanging around there in white West jerseys.
They were right on the ball. 3 guys right on the ball. 1 white and 2 blue. So
East needs a stop, and
they
West
got to
wants
stop
to
it here.
keep doing what they've been doing, pounding the football and hitting the passes.
9:32 here in the second quarter. Knight fades back. He's got a flare out the left side and almost put it right in the hands. He had Walters right out there in the flare with probably 20 yards between any other player and him. But
broken up by Steve Kimos from Laconia, number 44.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Quite an entourage down on the scoreboard side of the end zone of fans down there.
Yeah,
looks like they're sitting in the shade.
It's a good spot on the hill here at Grapponi.
Yep. Comes out to his backside. He's got some room, and he's got a receiver, and wow. He's got a strong arm.
Yeah, that was down around the 35, 36.
Wow, that's a strong arm.
Great
right
effort
there.
by number 3, Dion Ball from Manchester Memorial to try to get to that ball. And that was Knight throwing off balance, rolling left.
Only a yard short, or a yard too long. Wow.
That'll create a 3rd and 10 from the 26.
That's not an athletically easy thing to do, to be coming on your backside and turning your shoulders and throwing a pass that accurate. That was pretty impressive. Is he redshirting as a freshman, or is he going to go right in? Wow.
Well,
Walters running over people.
You never know, but I don't think he's going to go in and replace the 2 quarterbacks they have there.
No, I know that, but are they going to redshirt?
Most freshmen coming into a college, especially at that level, FCS football championship subdivision, they're going to redshirt. They're there for 5 years.
Right.
I don't think he'll be the starting quarterback for UNH this year.
No, I didn't mean that. I wasn't sure because they're both seniors. The 2 quarterbacks that are coming up are both seniors, right?
One of them is a junior.
Oh, okay.
Goodrich is a junior.
I didn't know
Vales
Goodrich
is a senior.
Okay. Kicks it away with a real nice punt.
No opportunity
No
for
opportunity
a return
for
by
run back.
Manny Lattimore.
That's a great kick there by the West punter.
Yeah,
and Brad Rhodes down in the coverage.
Nice job by Brad Rhodes out of Trinity getting down there. But no opportunity for Lattimore to return that. That was a nice punt by Rice.
So they'll take it all the way back from the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, East will, with 8:28 left in the first half.
Derek Stegman from Dover is still in at quarterback, number 18. He came in last series and moved the East a little bit. Lattimore's the wide receiver to the bottom of the screen. Always a dangerous player on offense.
Oh, fumble and a recovery by number 7.
Jay Nzenga from Exeter.
Jay Nzenga.
Just an inside dive play off the option look. Fumbled it and recovered his own fumble.
That was a good hit. I couldn't tell who. These numbers, John, are just so hard to read. I think it might have been Keel coming back in 22 from Team West. Jared Keel looked like he made that hit.
Fanore's back.
Fanore's back in and met at the line by number 60.
A host of West defenders.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to get up. 59 from West.
Kelmy Anziani from Nashua South.
Yeah, that's a nice stick right there. Nice breakdown.
East is trying to get their option offense going.
I think they call that coming up, John, don't they?
That was coming up and making a hit with your head up and a good knee bend and running through the tackle strip.
Yes, sir. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. This is a big play here for East to try to get on the board. Lone setback, hands it off and runs over. He lowered his shoulder really well, ran over number 27.
John Thomas from Plymouth.
Yeah.
His sidekick from Plymouth, Kuehl, made the tackle.
Yeah, but Thomas took quite a hit there. That's called...
that was a good hard run inside by him.
Good hard run inside. Well said.
1st and 10 East.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line, under center. Hands the ball off and met right at the line by number 70, is it?
That was Reiser at 83, the defensive end out of Plymouth.
No, there was a number 70 was in on it as well, right there. Colin Healy.
Colin Healy from Merrimack.
Nice stick. Remember him and I broadcasted the Bedford Merrimack game. He was a good-looking prospect.
One of Coach Dante Lorendi's guys,
Yes.
the head coach out at Merrimack, who's also an assistant on Paul Levine's West staff.
Power from the gun, hands it off. Number 7 again. Tries some second effort, but just nothing there. Number 56. Number 55 from West. Comes up, makes a great stick. Logan Lamoureux out of Concord. Very athletic team, John, Concord.
There, from that guy.
Colin Sullivan in it. Safety.
Makes it a 3rd and 8 for the East.
Widening out that 44 on a 3rd and 8. Puts back. Oh, that's just great.
Yeah, that's Reiser again.
Wow.
Looks like they're going to call a face mask.
They are
Get
gonna
into
call
the
a face
helmet a
mask.
little bit. I don't think he got the mask, but
Yeah.
it's still face mask.
Yeah, ref said it
if
was.
You get into the helmet and it came off.
So that'll be a personal foul and
good break for the East. They were trying to
Very
set up
big
a
break.
screen at the top of your screen at home, but there was nothing there. The West was all over it, and Reiser put the pressure on from his left end position. Just a tough break. Must have got the fingers in the helmet somewhere.
Coach Levine over there working with the refs, trying to figure out, trying to get an indication of what the call was, and he seemed satisfied. So that is a big personal foul right there.
Yeah. Also a helmet that isn't on very tight.
Boy, I'll tell you, that was surprising to see that come off that quick. I honestly couldn't tell if he had the mask or not, but it does look that way. Did he?
I'm not sure, but either way, if you get your fingers up under the helmet,
yeah, and the helmet comes off,
like
they're going to call it.
It's going to be face masking. It
Yep.
doesn't have to be hands on the mask.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
The air conditioning is getting to me. If I had more hair, I wouldn't be so cool. This is a great facility here at Grapponi Stadium on the campus of St. Anselm College. We've got a beautiful view of the game. Nice and cool.
So don't quite understand what's going on here.
It's a West penalty.
So that'll bring it all the way down to the East 48-yard line. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, John, that is the best field position they've had to date in this game. And
you are correct.
Fanoa back in the game after a little breather. And he's got a slot right and a couple wideouts here and a lone setback. thing that's really surprising me is how well Fanor has been contained, John. He's at his best. We played Plymouth in a playoff game. I saw him in a playoff game as well as a regular season game. And Shifty doesn't begin to say it. Manny Lattimore just met at the line with nowhere to go. Looks as though some of the East line is kind of standing up, John. Can either be a sign of confusion or fatigue.
Lattimore had a nice spin move to get away from John
he was
Thomas.
met with two others coming up.
He was hit pretty quick by that West defense.
Yep.
The West defense has been very physical, and they like to run to the football.
Yep.
I think the West, both offensively and defensively up front, you're correct, Steve, is winning the game in the trenches.
And I can see some frustration with the East line, specifically the offensive line. I can see some frustration. And what happens is you begin to lose your leverage, and you always look from a coaching a line, watch when they start standing up on the offensive line. That's a sure sign that there's either fatigue, discouragement, or confusion, one of the three.
Yeah, and I think they're going to pick it up. It's still early in this game. I mean, their mothers are in the stands, and they want them to block better too. So, your mother feeds you. She does your laundry. It's good to keep your mother happy.
Well, I've heard of happy wife, happy life. I don't know. I'm looking for a rhyme. Happy mom.
Well, every mother is in charge of every house, no matter what the fathers say. They're doing the cooking and the cleaning, and she wants little Johnny to throw a block, so that's what they're going to try to do. There's a big fourth down here.
That's one time in my life, John, I'm going to take the fifth. That's probably the only time.
4th and 1 from midfield. This is a big one. East comes out in the power I.
4th down and 1. Big play here. Trying to get across midfield. Fanor with a power I right. Got some lead blocking. Manny Lattimore, I think he got it.
Lattimore's
he got it now. Yeah,
good tough run.
Yep. Manny's here to play today. No doubt about that.
Good tough run by Manny.
So nice first down by East. This is the first time they're actually in West territory. Let's see if this could be the catalyst for East to get going. I thought the line did a nice job there, John. It looks like that timeout may have been coached up a little bit there and recognized this game's long from over. Want to call your attention this time to our producer and director and the person in charge of putting on this whole broadcast for you guys, Mike Currier from CastleHIll Sports Productions. And Mike, we really want to thank you for doing this charity event and taking his time does so much for youth as well as high school and college sports in the region. CastleHIll Media is getting to be known as the go-to company as far as sports productions, video sports productions. Does a lot of private work with recruiting athletes, doing videos for them. Does a lot of work for high school programs and college programs and youth programs. And we just want to call attention to that. CastleHIll Productions doing a great job and bringing this game to you today. So thank you.
Fanor back to pass, tucks it away, picks up a couple. While we had the little plug for Mike, the East also was called for delay of game, which put them in a 1st and 15.
So but once I got going, John, I couldn't stop.
Yeah,
sorry.
I know. Yeah. Still haven't crossed the 50, Steve.
Very elusive. I think they did for one play because the first down marker's on the 49.
There you go.
But it didn't last long.
There you go. Good call.
This St. Anselms facility is just fabulous. So Fanor back out of the shotgun, got his back to the right, looking to cut out and well covered, and 71-88, and Tristan Thoreau 88, 71. Nice job. Yeah. 71 was in there.
Tristan Thoreau, the defensive end right now out of Trinity, made the sack. 71 is Dylan Naylor from Concord.
When Tristan played for me, that's what he played as defensive end. Just has a great eye for the ball, and when he stands up, you just can't block him. He's just relentless. Fanor back to pass. He's got a receiver open in Lattimore. If they're going to give it to him, No call yet. No call yet. And they're going to, yeah, says it's a catch.
I think it skipped off the turf.
I think it did too, and there's going to be a little meeting here. This is good. No, that's good ref work right there. You saw that, John. One clearly said no. The other one said yes. They teamed up with the three of them and made a call. That's good refereeing right there, John.
Yeah, if I could see it from up here with no vision, we can figure one of those guys in the stripes is going to find it, Steve.
But the first call was that it was good from the guy in the back.
Yeah, correct.
And they overruled it. So, good job. 4th down here and 16, looks like about 16 yards. Actually, 17 yards to go.
Hayden Middleton is back to punt again for the East.
Yep, just can't seem to get an offense in the offensive stride. There's a good punt down to the right-hand side. He's not going to take it. Going to get a good bounce here. And it's going to put West down about the 14-yard line. So good special teams work again by East. It's the offense, John. I mean, you can't expect not to get 12 or 18 points from the West offense. You kind of expect that. It's just the East offense that just gets a little run here, but just can't seem to continue it. What are your thoughts on this?
The West has been the more physical team.
Yeah.
East is showing us small spots of being able to move the football. Yeah. They're going to have to execute a lot better to get back in this game.
If I had to look at a clearly, here we go here, and Fanoa dropped it, and looks like if East got this may be just what they need.
I think Knight got it back.
Did he get it back?
Slipped out of his hands.
I don't see any call.
East had an opportunity to get on it, but Knight did a good job.
That was a big opportunity right there. But if there's one dimension of the game that seems to be just completely lopsided to this point, is the defensive line work of West is overpowering the offensive line of East. Agreed?
Oh, agreed. The West is doing a great job on both sides of the ball in the line.
I mean, the East defensive line's doing an adequate job. They're getting in, they're making plays, but you expect teams to score in these games. That just seems to me to be the area that's the weak spot right now, or the strength of pass coverage has been fairly good on both sides, except for
Macris has had some nice receptions.
That's what I mean, Macris, yeah. So a loss of about 6, so it'll be 2nd and 16 deep. West caught deep in the territory on the 9-yard line. Trevor Knight going right up the middle. And it looks like they got about 4 or 5 back. Yeah, I think they're just trying to make sure they get out of their zone playing.
Hey, you got a timeout, East. There's only 1 minute and 25 seconds left to the half, so the West would like to ground out the clock, and the East is trying to get the ball back.
So it looks like Paul Levine and his staff are satisfied of running down the clock here and going into halftime with an 18-0 lead. Probably smart football to be able to. You got the game in control. Don't give any life. Don't make that halftime any happier than it needs to be.
Oh, we'll see here on 3rd and 11. Do they throw the thing up and try to get a first down?
Yeah.
Or keep it on the ground and punt it and give the East potentially some decent field position to try to run their 2-minute drill and get a score before the half. Knight's going to be in the gun here. He's got Dion Ball at the top of the screen from Memorial.
He's got Andy Walters right next to him.
2 tight ends in the game.
Fades back, little bobble on the ball, is just going to run up the middle of the field, and just tremendous stay on his feet that long. And he'll be lucky if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down, but that clock keeps running down to 1:11.
Had some great pressure from 68, Tanner Daniels from Spalding from that East defensive line. So
yep.
We're going to see the West punt here. I think under the rules they can't put a punt block on here, so they're going to try to set up a return. They've got 3 guys deep. Lattimore is a deep man around the 48, 49.
Yep.
And 2 short guys around the 31. 89 is Colin Witt from Winnicott is one of them.
West halfway in its end zone. 30 seconds left to play. Here's a kick down to Lattimore. Wants to run it back in the worst way. And unfortunately, that's good. That's good coverage, good kick.
It's another great punt by Reiser at the
and,
West punter,
and
keeping
great,
it on the sideline.
And great coverage, Trish.
Great coverage again, which is what we've seen out of the West on kickoffs and punts, and just not giving an opportunity to the great Pinkerton back, Manny Lattimore, to pop one of these punts. He did everything he could to get to the ball on the sideline, just slipped on the turf.
It's classic, you know, Paul Levine defense. Don't give their best players an opportunity to have the ball, and that's just smart.
Sure,
you know,
you're seeing more and more of that.
Time tested, you know.
In high school and college football, punt the ball to the sideline, away from the returner. Do not give the best athlete on a team an opportunity to break one.
Well, to break one on the thing that you practice the least. I mean, why would you do that? You know.
Stegman's back in at quarterback.
Don't underestimate the importance of that block right there by number 36, John Miller from Bishop Girton.
Another one of the host of BG guys on this West
squad.
36 Miller blocked that pass from Stegman.
Yep.
22 seconds left.
So that stops the clock with 22, as John said. We left in the first half.
Yeah, Coach Johnson's going to do everything he can to pop one out here.
Well,
He's got 33, Tom McCullough from Kingswood. Split out to the left.
Fades back. He's going long downfield. He's got an open receiver, and that was 16 seconds left. I don't know where he would have gone, but
he had Colin Witt open. In the seam on that right hash. Just couldn't connect. Fenore's back in at quarterback here on 3rd down with 15 seconds left.
So with 15 seconds left, we, unless something special happens here, we're probably going in with an 18-zip lead for West.
Austin Pelletier from Lebanon and
Fenor goes back, sees it seam. Pretty much there was no receiver open, so
that looked like
smart
a called
to tuck
draw
and
to
run.
Me, Steve. Looked like a
you think that was called?
Called draw, yeah.
He certainly had a lot of energy when he tucked it under.
Yeah. Receivers weren't running patterns.
So that'll finish the half. And with a score, the West team at 18 and the East at 0. As the teams file off, pretty well executed half. As the West and East teams walk off the field, what are your thoughts, John, on that?
You know, I think it was a good half, dominated by the West. Coach Levine's team did a nice job. These guys will have a chance to kick it back for a 15-minute half, and you know, I'm sure Coach Johnson and his staff and his team over with the East will get together and try to solve some of these issues they're having on the field and come out and play a good, strong second half.
All right, Coach, you go into for the East team, and you got to develop a strategy to come out in the second half. What are the things you're going to say to the players, and what are the areas that you think that need to be improvement?
Well, I think it's a simple strategy. If you wanted me to go down there, or that was my job, I would say we need to start blocking. We need to execute the offense we've been practicing better, and just keep fighting. We're playing 15-minute quarters. There's a heck of a lot of football left to play. We got a great crowd here at St. Anselm. Let's get after it, boys.
Yep. So it's that simple.
Which, you know, these guys understand the situation.
Yep.
They're all good football players.
Yep.
Just need to block a little better, execute a little better on offense, keep fighting on defense, be sharp on the special teams. I mean,
specifically, John, on the when you look at the defensive front, which has clearly been solid for the West, you're an offensive coordinator for East. Where are you seeing that you have to? What are the things you have to do?
I think all you can do is run your offense, which they came in here looking to run option football, work the short passing game out of the gun, and they just need to keep working at what they came in here to do. And it comes down to basic fundamentals in football.
Well, you're looking at total offensive plays and yards. You're looking at, this pretty much says it right here on the stat sheet, John. 30 offensive plays for East for 32 yards, 28 for West, less. Well, that's shocking, for 129 yards.
Yeah.
Boy, that pretty much says it right there. Any other keys to the stat game you see?
Thanks to Eric Copeland, the athletic communications guru at St. Anselm College, we've got a great halftime stat sheet here.
Boy, I'll say.
Exactly what you get at a college game. A couple things that jump out at me is, 6 East punts, average of 30.7 yards. Out of Middleton, who's done a nice job because at least 3 of them were out of the end zone. And then you have Reiser, the punter out of Plymouth for the West, 3 punts for 44.7 yards. And hasn't allowed Manny Lattimore to return a punt yet.
5 carries for 13 yards, John, for Manny Lattimore.
Yeah. East is actually ahead in possession by about 5 minutes, 17-12 over the West. So they've had the ball. 3rd down conversions. Even the West is 0 for 6. East is 1 for 9. So neither team is doing very well on 3rd down conversions. The West, to their credit, they've got 3 of 3 on 4th down conversions, and the East is actually 1 of 1. So both teams doing good on 4th down. Neither team is doing very well with 3rd down. Something else that jumps out at me is not a heck of a lot of penalties. The East has 2 for 10 yards. The West has 3 for 17. Very clean.
How about punting for a West? 3 for 134 yards. That's pretty good coverage there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From an individual standpoint, if we head over to the West, Walter Zendi has 7 carries for 34 yards. Sean Cavallero, who showed us his health is good early in the game, 4 for 30. And Cavallero's got 2 nice hard touchdown runs for the West.
Yep.
Thomas, 2 carries for 16 yards. And Knight is 6 carries for 2 yards. And I'm sure the bulk of that 6 is setting up the pass and scrambling out of there.
Right. Well, with that, I think we've got a second half of football that's worth looking at here. This is by no means, with, like you said, with 30 minutes to play of time in the game. There's plenty of time for East to get it together and put it back. So with that, folks, we will be back. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right before the second half to hopefully usher in some more good football, and for a great charity, the Chad program. And for those of you who want to donate and support this great cause, go on the website for Chad and just Google Chad game, Chad football, anything around CHAD, New Hampshire, and there's ample opportunities for different amounts, and to be able to donate and to continue to raise money for these children who so badly and are so in need of care. There's just no better place to put your money than there. So with that, John Trisciani, Steve Beals, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, we're back at St. Anselm College. Steve Beals here with John Trisciani and CastleHIll Sports Media putting on the hats here as far as looking at this second half. 18-0 West leads East. Looks like the West team has come out for its cals and stretches, and Coach Levine and his staff are getting them ready for what certainly was a very successful first half for them, John. East must be in that locker room going through a lot of reconstruction of what happened and then how to move on from here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're doing their work, getting ready for the second half. And I expect this thing to get a lot closer.
So don't I. I think they're going to be, these kids on the East are going to be reminded to come out and put on a show. Tony certainly knows what he's doing in there to try to motivate his troops. Was able to talk to a few people upstairs in the press box above us and down. It's just a general consensus that the offensive line of East just has no push. And if they can correct that and start opening up, you got a great runner like Manny Lattimore and Fenor, and you got to give these guys some room. And if you do, they can come back and win a game for you. So I would expect that Tony Jonson made that effervescently clear.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're looking to get Manny Lattimore, the great running back out of Pinkerton, untracked.
Yep.
I picked up the stats at halftime from the first quarter, and in the first quarter, the East had 0 yards of offense. For the half so far for the East, Nzinga, the Exeter back, 6 carries for 15. Lattimore's 5 carries for 13 yards. Fenor 9 carries for 10. And that's been the option run game for the East, sprinkled in with Fenor going back to pass and taking off on the run. But, you know, the number one thing right now to get started early for the East is let's get that offense going is what Coach Jonson wants to see in this very good East crowd here at Grapponi Stadium at St. Anselm. We've got a great crowd. They're enjoying Grapponi Stadium here. The food is good. The setup here by St. A's has been fantastic. I know that Steve DeSalvo, the president, was a big backer of getting the Chad game here, and Jim Herlihy, the AD, and assistant AD Neil Duval has been in charge of the whole thing as far as St. Anselm College's end of it, which was both teams came in yesterday, had a walkthrough. They ate in the dining hall at Davison, had a couple great meals, had breakfast this morning, and St. A's done a nice job taking care of the cheerleaders, the players of both teams and coaches, and again, another great Chad event with a whole half left to go.
John, you are a coach here at St. Anselms College, and totally different level, totally different game, really, as far as in so many facets. What's been your experience here so far as coaching at the college level? What's the biggest difference?
You know,
we talked a little bit in the beginning, but
as we get ready for this kickoff, which
from a
looks like it's going to happen fast. You know, football is football, no matter what the level. Certainly at the college level, you're coaching older players, young guys in men's bodies. The commitment level's very, very high. They're stronger, they're faster. It's more important to them.
What about coaching? College
from a
versus high
coaching
school?
standpoint, I think it's just like coaching youth football.
Yeah.
And I've coached 9-year-olds through college over the last, this will be my 35th year, Steve. You'd think I'd be better at it. It's all the same. We coach football. Youth coaches, high school coaches coach football. It's all the same. The higher you get, the better the players, the easier it is to coach.
Seems to me that the younger players, the coaches that are going at the college level are getting younger and younger. As we get ready to, East will kick off to West, and they'll get an opportunity to put some more points on the board. It's going to be a big stop here for East. They've got to get their offensive machine going. We were talking earlier that Tony Jonson and the staff definitely took full advantage of that halftime. And here we go.
That's Dion Ball from
Dion
Memorial.
Ball, yep. Nice spin move and drop balls away, but fortunately for West, it goes out of bounds. And that's looks like it'll be out about the 31, 32-yard line. First down.
Squib kick by Middleton down the left sideline.
Yep.
You know, they're not just kicking it up in the air, letting one of the greatest athletes from the West team run it back. They're making them work for everything.
Yep. So it'll be about the 29.5, 30-yard line, and we'll see what West can put together. Their offensive line clearly has appeared to get better push.
Yeah,
than their
129
opponents.
yards in the first half.
Handoff. Oh, nice cut left. Right up the middle. Nice slide. That looked like is it number 4?
Yeah, that's Sean Cavallaro.
Sean Cavallaro. Nice looking run there. Gained about 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 on the 35-yard line for West.
Cavallaro had 4 carries for 30 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half.
Pretty good production there per carry. So right out of the straight eye. Through the right hole. Right of center. And this is classic Paul Levine football right here.
Yeah, just an isolation play off the right side.
But it's the right call because they're clearly trying to close off the ends. The linebackers are breaking outside. It's going to open up those plays up the middle.
Pounding the football behind fullback John Thomas on that one.
Yeah.
Gaudette's now entered the game at fullback, 44 from Concord at fullback.
looks like a new right guard in the game for West. Offset eye. Never like to see guys jump airborne like that, but got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gained a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9. Trevor coming off and getting a call from Coach Schubert. Number 4, Sean Cavallaro, checks out of the game. Moving a lot of backs in and out is West. Trevor taking the plays from the hash mark. Looks like a little bit offset to the left. Nice job by the...
Reverse the ball.
Nice
He's
job.
got the sideline.
What a fantastic job. Everybody bit for it, and that's about a 20-yard gain right there. That'll bring it down to the 40-yard line inside East territory. That was a very, very well-designed play. Everybody handled their fakes properly there, Trish.
Yeah,
Well executed.
21 for the East. Max Medley out of Exeter. Perhaps made a touchdown-saving tackle.
I think he
got
did.
An arm on Dion Ball going down the sideline.
Yep. Dion hid the ball very well as he worked around the right side. East players were kind of standing looking, still trying to find it. Same offset eye, little trap back.
Trap the cue.
Yeah, and looks like about a 4 or 5 yard gain. So this is time-killing, punishing football. And it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Matt Madden on the tackle, the linebacker out of Pinkerton. He's been very active on defense, 49, Matt Madden.
Yep. Offensive line getting off the ball well for West. Yep. Good job holding on the football. There's some power running right there. That's going to be a 1st down again, out to the 29, into the 29-yard line of East. And again, attacking the 1, 2, 3, and 4 hole on a regular basis here, John. That's what that ability to be able to gain that yardage and then run ball around the. That's why ball can run around the end. Everybody's starting to attack it. So, Coach Schubert really, really calling a nice game here. Offset to the left again. Trevor, great timing here at quarterback. Pitches it out. Comes around the end. Doing everything right here.
Nice block by...
But if you ever want a clinic on offensive play calling, this is it.
Nice block by number 3, Dion Ball.
Beautiful block.
On the edge for Andy right there. So he's carried the ball. He's run some nice routes, just came up with a good block. That's an all-around wide receiver.
Very difficult to defend. Coach Schubert using the whole field very, very well. Looking for overcompensate, looking to attack the overcompensation of the East defensive unit. And if they get this ball back, the Leprechaun is hidden in the bushes over there somewhere. That'd be like the 4th time that and they were able to recover it again.
Yeah, had a little problem with the exchange.
With the exchange, yep. Yeah, well, he did a reverse pivot, and that's always hard because you're kind of hitting that back coming through the front blind. I believe that was
Andy.
That was Andy.
And Trevor Knight on that one.
Yep.
Didn't quite get the handoff.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 again on the 16-yard line of East. Trevor under center. Fakes it, play action off, got a receiver open, and number 21, the safety from East, with a nice tip, Max Medley from Exeter. That's the 2nd tip that he's had. I'm pretty sure, Trish, that if he doesn't tip that, West has another touchdown. So nice defensive play. That's going to make it 3rd and 10, still on the 16-yard line for in East territory. Nice defensive play. East beginning to show a little emotion on the defensive side. East digging in. Trevor under center again. Nice play. 77 from East. Peter looks like Lalime from Exeter. That's good defensive line work right there, number 77.
Absolutely. Forcing a 4th down.
If you watch the way he came through the line, he squared up, had his feet planted. And he got his arms around Endy. Back out of the shotgun again. 4th and goal. He's got a receiver. Oh, almost a tremendous play by Nick Vales. Good effort there. Trevor Knight threw it where he had to, Coach.
Yeah.
That's where it had to be.
Nice effort by Vales.
Real
diving,
nice effort.
Well defended. Had ball down the right sideline open a little bit. Again, looked like Knight looked off the safety, gave a pump right.
Yep.
Through left.
So give East credit. They stood up here.
East takes over with Fenor at quarterback and Lattimore behind him in the pistol. Option, the pitch man didn't get out there.
That looked a little disjointed there. That play, I believe, is designed where Lattimore has to take more accelerated lateral movement, get out there and as a pitch man and give Fenor a seam, but he kind of ran right with him. Did you see that, Coach?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but Fenor got out there pretty quick, and Lattimore was either inside of him or certainly never had an opportunity to get into pitch relationship.
No. So looks like Fenor will go under center here. Lattimore lone setback in the backfield. Twins to the top of the screen. Good coverage by West. Doesn't appear to be going anywhere. Might have gained a yard, maybe 2. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. East has to execute. 9 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter. 18-point lead for West. 18-0. If you just joined us.
I think that was big Dylan Naylor on that tackle, number 71, the left tackle.
So now Fenor's going to have a slot right with Lattimore off to the left side. Looking downfield, he's got a receiver up. Picked off by number 11. Down the sideline, down to the 20, flags down. Don't know what that call is.
Harrison
Erda.
Great athlete out of Milford High.
Yeah, looked like that ball was thrown just a split second late in the pattern, Trish. It had a lot of space if he had grabbed him like a split second earlier. So
I thought he had his receiver and took a little long getting it out there.
That's right, yeah. That's what I mean.
And Erda just undercut it and made a heck of a play for the West.
Kind of sleeping in the grass there.
Got a block in the back on the return by an overzealous West defender. So it's coming back, but it will be West ball at the 35.
So West will take over here again in great field position. Their offensive field position has been just fantastic. And the other thing, Trish, is when West has been deep in their own zone, they've played very conservatively, played good field position football to make sure that they were able to punt it out of the zone and trust their defense. So out of the shotgun, backs on each side, sees a hole. Trevor's having a lot of trouble with his footwork, with his grip on the field here.
Yeah, but he was down.
Yeah, he was definitely down his knees, but he slipped again.
Yeah.
Had a nice running lane there up the middle. Made the right choice to tuck it and run. Nobody open downfield. So it'll be gain of about 2 to 3. Let's call it a 2nd and 7 on the 32, 33 yard line. I think we've had more penalties in the first 7-8 minutes here than we had the whole first half. Trevor Knight under center, offset to the right. Backfield, rolls out to the right. Looking for a man downfield, can't get one. Looks like we got a flag down. This probably is going to come back with either a holding call, and I think that's going to be coming back.
Patrick Glynn had some big pressure on Knight, 56. Missed the tackle in the backfield, but This looks like a West holding.
Yeah, it was. So it'll come back. Boy, there's a big change of events.
Yeah. But our fans got a chance to take a look at the athleticism of Trevor Knight going down the sideline.
Just a competitor through and through.
Gatorade Player of the Year is the best high school football player in the state of New Hampshire, and that was one look on why Trevor Knight won that award.
Very, very valuable.
I don't know what his father's going to do. Nashua South head coach Scott Knight, now that he's losing his son at quarterback who's been carrying him for the last 3 or 4 years. Good luck, Coach. Maybe it's time to have another one.
I don't know.
I already
All I
suggested
know
that
is
to Coach Knight.
I love to watch this kid's discipline. I think he makes very good decisions over and over and over again.
He's an athlete.
But he's more than just an athlete. He's a smart
he's
football player.
He's a heady football player. You're absolutely correct. Let's see what we're going to get here.
So out of the shotgun, second down and about 20. And I don't know if that was a excuse me. Delay of game.
Another problem with the clock.
Well, normally, I think it's fair to say these guys get in a high school football game probably around 35 seconds. So they're being rushed here about 6 seconds faster, 6 to 10 seconds faster than normal. But if they're going to go on to the next level, they got to learn to play that. And overall, it's been pretty good. Knight going downfield.
Nice effort by Ball. Got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on.
Knight fires a very good low ball. It's not easy to intercept. A lot of velocity. Not a lot of hang time for the DBs to adjust. I'm impressed with his safety from East, John. I've been watching his coverage, and just his overall acumen on the field. He's a smart kid. Look, he's doing a good job. He knows exactly what's going on. Here's Knight, going to go looking for a long run or get some of it back. And smartest thing to do there is go down. So that'll make it fourth down and probably about 22 yards.
The East safety is 21, Max Medley out of Exeter.
He impresses me, John.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see out of the Exeter kids in Billy Ball's program is guys that know how to play football.
Yep.
Solid fundamentals, good effort guys. They're coached to move by Coach Ball, so they're great guys to have, and I know Coach Jonson and his staff are really happy and had a lot of great things to say about the Exeter kids when I was at practice on Thursday night.
So the punt's away, and he goes left to Manny anticipates it, and he's going to go upfield. He's got a little bit of running room if he can break that, but Ian Landry and 22 Jared Keel come down and stop that from probably being a touchdown.
And that was another good punt by Risett, but
sure was.
Manny picked it up about 8 inches off the sideline and got a little something out of it. But they're still not giving him much of an opportunity to return anything, which is a great job by the punter and outstanding coaching by the staff.
Yep, it sure is. Kyle Reiser continues to impress me as well.
Stegman's back in at quarterback, the Dover quarterback for the East.
Nice little semi-inside slant. Took a little time to develop, but it was effective.
Yeah, little hitch pass to 33, Tom McCullough out of Kingswood Regional.
Yep. Didn't get a very good spot there, I think. Thought he was closer out to the 48.
But it is a first down, and they'll take all the first downs they can get.
You're darn right. So East will go 1st and 10 here at their own 44-yard line. Really, I think the furthest they've got during the game is the 49-yard line of West, if I'm not mistaken there, Coach.
Yeah, on that 4th down play.
Yeah.
Well, Lattimore got the first
got the
down.
lefty in the game again with a nice out pass and good spin move, and that's probably going to be close to a first down, if not a 9-yard gain. So
Jake Geppert out of St. Thomas with a nice grab and run.
And that's the furthest they've been into West Territory so far. So good things starting to happen here for Tony Jonson and his offensive crew here. Let's see if they can sustain it as they move down towards the red zone.
Yeah, keep in mind, the East only had 3 first downs in the first half.
I know.
Two right here.
5:28 left, coach, here in the third quarter. There's plenty of time. From the shotgun. Got a flare out. Got a man downfield wide open. Finding some stuff. Brad Rhodes misses that tackle down on the 22-yard line, and he's all the way down, I think, to the 16.
Yeah. Nice job again. Stegman to Geppert. Those two guys are working well together.
So all the way down to the 15-yard line, East marching on. Some nice passes, some good routes run by the East staff. This lefty's doing a nice job. He goes out to the right, comes back in.
Overthrew Geppert.
Overthrew. That's a tough pass, but you got to keep your composure there and fire it on the line. And but I got to give this kid credit. He's done a nice job so far.
Yeah, no damage done.
Nope, he threw it long.
Either Geppert was going to get it or it was going out of the end zone.
Yep. So it'll be 2nd and 10, again on the 16-yard line, on West 16-yard line. So they are in the red zone for the first time. Got to cash in here, Trish.
Got to cash in here.
From the shotgun. Running back off to the right, looking downfield. Got a nice pass to his tight end, number 32. And he may carry this right in the end zone, 6 yards. There's some hard work right there. So some spark, John, in the offense, Trish. It's starting to, you can see some passion out there, which is good to see. They can smell the end zone.
Yeah, quarterback Derek Stegman is lighting a fire under the East.
Sure is.
I think that was 33, Tom McCullough again. And it was.
Quarterback, so important.
McCullough out of Kingswood with the reception and Stegman with another completion.
Nice reception by McCullough and good second effort to bring it down another three tough yards right down in the 1-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. They've got a power eye right going underneath the center. Got some lead blocking and nowhere to go for Manny Lattimore. That was a complete wall set up by the defensive front of the West.
Yeah, Gaudette with the initial hit. The linebacker out of the West, out of Concord High School. Yeah, there was nothing there.
Nothing
there.
There.
4 guys right on Manny.
Yep.
Again, that West defensive line and linebacker crew is
doing a great job.
Been immense.
Solid 44 unit here for West defense, but they're not going to make it easy for East to get in there. Power eye right, under center, Lattimore at the tail. Looking for some lead blocking with a pitch out this time. Lattimore looking for seam, and he's got it. And he's in. They had to have that at this point. So with 3:50 left in the third quarter, they get East gets on the board with a pretty darn good drive. You know what I give credit to there is the quarterback. He did a nice job managing that offensive core down the line. You gotta give this guy credit. Seems to be moving the offense a little bit better than Fenor was.
Yeah, well, that's definitely been their only drive of the game.
Yep.
Stegman at quarterback, spreading the ball out.
Yep.
8, Geppert out of St. Thomas.
And he's doing pretty comfortable in the pocket, doing a nice job.
Out of Kingswood.
And they kick it. They have it. So there's
Hayden Middleton from St. Thomas gets the conversion.
Nice kick. So with 3:50 left, it's West 18 and East 7. Big deal for East to get on the board at this juncture. It's the right time.
Coach Jonson got an onside kick in him here, Steve?
I don't know. I think you probably wait on that. The problem with giving West that field position, I'm not sure you get the return on the investment. But
got the door cracked. That might be time to kick it in.
Yeah, but he's got 19 minutes left. Doesn't have to panic. If you're going to win it, you win it on the field. Save the trick plays for inside of 6 minutes. If this was 6:50 left, I'd probably do it. in the fourth. But
Well, then it would be an easy call with 6:50 left in the fourth quarter.
yeah, but you still can execute it.
I'm going to call Coach Jonson. I got his cell number right here, and I'm going to suggest an onside kick.
All right. I'm telling you right now, if he kicks it onside, Trish.
Coach Jonson, this is Trish. I'm in the booth. How about an onside kick here?
Did he hang up?
Really, Coach?
Did he hang up?
He told me to shut up and mind my own business.
All right.
So I'll do just that. Easy to make those calls up here.
No, I think his defense has not played badly. It played pretty solid. I think he.
Agreed.
You got to rely on that defense and maybe save that for later. They're going to kick it straight down the field. We'll see whether they pay for it or not.
Yeah.
Looking for a seam. Dion Ball, great coverage. This team's motivated. East has got motivation now.
Nice coverage down there by Eric Waddington.
Great improvement coming out in the second half. Great improvement. Playing with passion. You like to see guys getting up, tapping each other on the head and shoulders. It's an emotional team game, John, and
there's life on the east sidelines.
There's life on the east sidelines.
These guys are fired up, and Coach Johnson's a fiery guy anyway, and he's got some fiery guys on that staff. So there's a passion on both sidelines here in today's Chad game that is obvious to anybody watching this.
Yeah,
these kids are playing their hearts out.
They want to win. So offset eye to the left for West, under center, new quarterback in the game, and he bowls his way up for about a 3-yard gain. That's pumping the legs right there, Trish.
Devin Gillis from Merrimack, I believe, is the quarterback, number 8.
Number 8 and 48.
Definitely Gillis.
Number 48 from West, I believe. Or was that Gaudette?
I'm not sure. There is no 48.
Well, he's still out there. 42, excuse me. Oh, that was Endy. I thought Endy was on the sidelines. They must have just checked him in. Straight eye here. Second down and 7.5. Nice little trap on the inside. And great job by, is that Thomas?
That's John Thomas.
John Thomas
with a trap up the
middle.
Nice
inside trap. One of my favorite plays.
Well blocked.
Very well blocked. Offensive line work in this game for West has been fabulous. And really starting to come on now with East as well. Nice to see East have some time of possession in that drive as well, meaning they controlled their own destiny, which is always a good thing when a team's trying to take over the momentum of the game. Out of the straight eye again, rolls out backside. Got somebody right on him. Oh, what a
Macris again.
Macris again. He was on the ground. Give that quarterback credit. He stayed tough right in the pocket.
Yeah. Your guy at safety, 21, Max Medley, got a little shoulder on Macris, didn't wrap up.
Yeah.
It was enough to get Macris down, but that was a good hit both ways.
Yeah.
Macris and the safety.
Two tall, rugged guys going at it. But he's impressed me. Generally speaking, Trish, you like to see the wrap on that, though. No matter who it is, you got to teach him to wrap.
Yeah. Macris has been a big gun at tight end, though, 15.
He sure has.
Good all-around athlete, part of that Central State Championship basketball
Has a
team.
Gronk-type build, you know.
Yeah.
Pitch out to Endy. Endy coming around, got some blocking up front, goes airborne, and probably grabs another 2 or 3 yards.
Endy got the corner with a nice run. Picked up a nice block by Vales out there, 14.
Great job by Nick Vales.
So Vales is catching it and blocking it.
So Devin Gillis coming right in where Trevor left off, managing the offense very well.
Yeah, Gillis doing a nice job running Coach Schubert's offense.
Second down and 4 inside the East Territory, and they are 49. From the center. Little fake right, run left. He's close to a first down. Just really depends on the spot. It looks like it's going to be within inches. So it's either going to be 3rd down in inches or a first down. They're probably going to measure this. They give him the first down. So 1st and 10 for West on the 46-yard, on East 46-yard line. 1:15 clock running in the third quarter. East did what they had to do. They got the touchdown, the extra point. They're within 11 points here. Probably will go for 2 next if they're able to get another touchdown and hold West off. Nice little reverse pivot, trap inside. Not really going anywhere. Maybe got a yard, maybe 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Flags up in the air. Usually that means somebody said something. We'll see what happened there. Number 44 was over there with a ball. I don't know what the call is. Personal foul against East. That's going to be a costly penalty, Trish.
That was a nice tackle by big number 73, Colin Richardson out of Exeter on Gaudette.
But when the offense is in your territory and marching down, the last thing you want is a personal foul defensively.
Yeah, 15-yard penalties are never good, especially when they're going against you.
No, sir. Especially the personal fouls. I mean, if it's a during the play, a holding, whatever. But that was after the play was over, I believe. Just an absolutely terrific afternoon here at the Chad game. Steve Beals, John Trisciani, and CastleHIll Sports Media with a run up the middle by number 4, Sean Caballero. He runs hard.
Yeah, nice little draw play.
Coach Levine likes what he's seeing out there.
Steve Kemis out of Laconia, 44, linebacker with a nice tackle. And that's the end of the third quarter.
That'll do it for the third quarter. 18-7, West in the lead, and West marching down inside almost to the red zone on the east 25-yard line. Flag is clearly running their way with a strong wind at the backs of West right now. East has got to hold these guys off. That's going to be very difficult to overcome, Trish, if they're able to score again, because it put it well over a 3-touchdown lead.
Yeah, and the West is doing a nice job on offense. That's a powerful backfield with Gaudette, Endy, Kuehl, Sullivan.
Sure is. Very deep.
Thomas. Getting some hard running and good blocking out of that backfield.
Yep.
Offensive line is continuing to do a nice job up front for the West.
So this will be the final quarter of the 2014 Chad charitable game. All the kids here have been putting on a nice show here. This is something they'll look back and remember, Trish, for a long time.
Oh, a lot of these guys will be playing in the Shrine game against Vermont in August, but for a lot of them, this is ending their high school football career, if not their football career. So it's a great opportunity put on by the Chad people and the folks at St. Anselm College, who have put on a great event here today at sunny Grapponi.
So West out of the shotgun. Running backs on each side of him. Usually he fades back and they block, and that's exactly what's going on. And, he broke free. He's got a receiver with Nick. Oh, Nick almost gets it again. Almost a great play. You got to give the Merrimack quarterback, Devin Gillis. You got to give that kid a lot of credit. That's good pocket work right there.
Yeah, and he had some big pressure out of Zach Wiggin. And
oh, that was Zach Wiggin?
Zach Wiggin was one of them.
Yeah.
Number 4. And I think it was 56, Pat Glynn out of Portsmouth.
So 3rd down and 6. On the 25-yard line. Really feel if West can cash in here, that's going to make it doubly difficult to come back with that kind of a lead. So big 3rd down here. Offset eye to the left. Fakes. Play action, working out. He had Vales in the end zone, and he chooses. Wow, this kid looks good.
Who else?
Wow.
Macris.
What a game this kid's having. And a great job by Gillis. Great job by Gillis.
I'll tell you what,
A heady little ball player.
I don't know if Macris is going to continue it off to a college and play college football.
He should.
I haven't heard anything on him, but I'll tell you what, if there's a coach here at this game watching it, and this kid Macris is going to your college, you may want to get him on your football field. Because he's a big, athletic kid who can catch the ball, has done a nice job blocking up front.
He's done it all today.
Multi-talented tight end.
He's done it all today. Looks like a delay of game call on East. You hate to see those calls for a team.
Timeout.
Oh, it was a timeout. Okay. I thought the ref put his hand in the air. It was a delay of game. But so a timeout call by East. Tony, I'm sure, knows the significance of this West drive and wants to make sure he's got his defense in the best position possible to defend it. 18-7 here, West over East, 14:41 left in the final fourth quarter. This is it. Almost.
Yeah.
Very difficult to come back over if they were able to get 7 here, 25-7. That's 18 points. You got to score 3 touchdowns, and with the way that the West offensive line is playing, that's going to be awful tough to do. Cheerleaders putting a nice pyramid out here with the Chad symbols on there. What a nice job they've done today.
Yeah, that's quality cheerleading.
Yep.
I married one, and the cheerleaders are a big part of the game.
Right.
Well,
how many times did you have to ask her, Trish?
I think she asked me.
Whoa.
She's a lucky lady. I think if I know Jimmy Schubert, he's looking to run the football down
No question. Right out of the power eye left. Fakes it to the right-hand side, looking for Vales in the end zone, and has a backside, and number 45, Mitchell Banuzovic out of Milford. A little bit behind him. Thought that could have been a catchable ball there.
Bieniskevich out of Milford. Well, he made a nice effort. I'm not sure he wasn't throwing the ball to Vales. Coach Schubert fooled me with the play action. Nice call down there.
Yeah. Well, it's first down, so, it isn't like you don't have time to hammer.
Yeah, and then you got Macris.
Endy in the game. Power eye right. Under center is Gillis. Takes the snap. Play action's back. Looking for the end zone. And number 45.
Bieniskevich with a nice
Mitchell
grab.
Bieniskevich gets it that time.
Nice grab. And I think he had Macris or Bieniskevich over there.
Nice to see him get a touchdown. He's been working hard all game.
Bieniskevich was just over the goal line, and Macris was behind him.
And he goes up to his school teammate, number 11, Harrison Erda, and gives him a high hip. So, memorable moment for Banuzovic.
Absolutely. Nice
and out of
play.
respect, I hope I said that right. So, Endy trying to do it all here. Looking for the extra point, 24-7, looking to make it 25. It's up, and looks like it was no good to the
Deflected.
left.
Somebody got a hand on that.
Yeah. With all that firepower on that offense and the offensive push you're getting, I'd be trying to grab 2. Well, can you do that?
Well, your boys play on that Trinity team where all they go for 2, so that's where your thoughts are. Yeah, you can go for 2. It's 3 yards, but they're trying to kick it to no avail.
Yeah. Hasn't worked yet.
Still plenty of time left.
14-27, 24-7, but
17-point West lead.
You really are now. You've got to start pretty much putting it in the air, because if you try to run it in, you can probably go one complete drive, but after that, you're going to have to try to pick them apart. You really are.
Yeah, and I think they're going to throw the ball because they haven't been able to run the ball.
No, they haven't.
The one drive was the last drive by the East with Dover Stegman at quarterback. Hitting Gebhardt and the kid from Kingswood, Tom McCullough, who had a couple good receptions on that last drive. The East just moved Manny Lattimore over to the right sideline where the West has been kicking as compared to the deep return guy of the 3 on the East kickoff team.
Yeah.
So let's see where Reiser puts this one.
I'll bet you he'll go right. No, goes right to Manny.
Yeah, worked for the East. Let's see what Manny's got.
Gets him up front blocking, see what he can do with it. Yeah, good hard run back. Manny's upset.
Good coverage.
Good coverage, very good coverage. Manny's a competitor.
That was a good move by Coach Jonson. Slid Manny over there at the last minute.
Yep, agreed.
Gave him a shot to return one anyway.
To me, it's interesting of how you get used to a 12-minute quarter, Coach, and then all of a sudden it goes up to 15, and what a difference it makes in the length of the game.
Oh yeah, 15.
But one of
is
the
a
good
lot.
things about this is it's a college. They're heading into college, but the other thing is you get more plays into the game.
Absolutely.
And get more opportunities for all the players to play.
Absolutely.
So it looks like probably better off dropping that ball anyway. Don't think he would have had any gain out of it.
Derek Stegman's back at quarterback for
Yep.
this series.
Yeah, I think you'll see Stegman probably
Trying to hook up with his guy Geppert out of St. Thomas again.
well covered by West, though. Andy Levine, Coach Paul Levine's son's done a nice job with the DBs today. There's not been many hiccups in coverage, if any.
Agreed.
Nice fake. Good job. That's right in the hands of Brad Rhodes.
Picked off by Rhodes. Nice stiff arm to finish the run.
Yep.
Brad Rhodes out of Trinity. Nice job. Yeah, you're right, Steve. That defensive backfield has done a nice job.
Very disciplined. So much of defense is about doing what the program says to do. Don't go off and do your own thing. Be where you're supposed to be, and good things will happen.
Yeah, that one was up for grabs, and Rhodes got it.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that ball sailed. No wind out there. The flags shows no indication of any wind, so that was just skied it a little bit. So West has the ball out of the shotgun. Gillis with the ball. He's got number 3 deep with a great pass.
Whoa!
Is that number 3? Yes.
That's Dion Ball.
Dion Ball. But give the credit to the quarterback there and Dion. That was a well-thrown ball, well received. Great catch.
Great protection. Yeah, Gillis the ball. That's the prettiest completion we've seen today.
Sure is.
Dropped it right in the bucket on the sideline with Ball running a go route down the right sideline.
Nice player management here by West, getting a lot of guys an opportunity to have a sustained period of time to play the game, as Tony's done on the other side. We're down now on the 8-yard line, 1st and goal. West knocking on the door again with a straight eye. Little inside trap, and going, maybe got a yard.
Thomas again with a hard run. He's done a nice job blocking in there. It's good to see him get the ball.
Yes.
Good job by that East defense.
Great to see the interest here with the crowd. People staying on, supporting their team. But nice crowd here today.
Yeah, it's a great crowd. Beautiful day. I'm sure they're all enjoying St. Anselm College's Grapponi Stadium.
Yep. Nice pitch out to the left. Missed a big miss on the block.
There's a tackle.
Yeah.
And a loose helmet.
Yeah.
Finished off with his helmet off.
He's hurting. He's getting back up, though. Number 35.
36, I think.
35.
35, Ryan Kelly out of Exeter. Yep. Good call, Steve. There is no 36. Good tackle.
Clock's running. Great tackle. There's a breakdown. Love to see guys break down. Head up, shoulders down. Under center. Will the eye offset to the right. See if he rolls out. No, he's going to do another pitch. Having trouble getting that kick-out block. I don't know if that was a hold.
That's a hold.
Looks like a hold on number
Oh, I'm not going to guess
Yeah,
that
right
one.
there. Yeah.
The guy waving his hand?
Yeah, number 44. That was a hole on 44. So that'll bring West back quite a ways.
10 from the spot.
Kyle Reiser comes in back into the checks into the game.
Fourth and goal here. Look for Macris. You got ball down to the bottom of the screen. Macris tight end right. Vales to the top of the screen.
Out of the shotgun, Endy in the game to his right. Fades back.
Vales running the corner out. Little bit of contact,
impediment there by 41, but he kind of screened it pretty good,
yeah.
Trish.
Yeah, that was good coverage.
Yeah.
Jake Poor out of Salem.
If you have position, keep it.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, nice coverage by Poor. This Salem Blue Devil.
Nice job.
Turn it over to his offense.
So East will take over at the 13-yard line of West. With 12 minutes and 14 seconds, there's still plenty of time, but it's you have to execute these drives. You have to finish them. So we'll see what Coach Tony Jonson has in his
still going with
repertoire here. Yep.
Lattimore split out to the top of the screen. Looking for Lattimore.
He's got him. There's a first down by Lattimore. He runs hard. He gives everything he's got.
Nice tackle out there by John Miller from Girton.
Yeah.
36.
John's a load. He's a big guy. Lattimore's down hurt. Rolling around. That doesn't... don't know what happened, but I don't know if it's his leg. No, I haven't seen in this game is Josiah Wade.
Not on the team.
He's not. Pretty prolific back for Central during the season. Yeah, it looks like Maddie's got his right knee or ankle. That's not going to help East at all. Manny's a weapon that can take it to the house. Impact player, offensive player.
Yes, he is.
.12:04 left here in the fourth quarter. West up 24-7. East with the ball in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield, double covered. That's a 33 was wide open here down on the left-hand side.
He was trying to hit Witt, but he was double covered.
Yeah, 33, Tom McCullough out of Kingswood, tight end, was wide open. But don't look, I don't think that Derek Stegman.
And Agnes and Baniskevich had him bottled up.
Yeah. Looking downfield, this could, 3 defenders. Number 10 from West almost
Colin
intercepted the ball.
Sullivan out of Plymouth almost picked it.
Almost picked it.
He's in at safety.
Brad Rhodes checks in the game as Harrison Erta checks out. Ian Landry's checked in the game at middle linebacker. Really spreading that 4 out, John.
Spread offenses will do that to you.
Yep.
Stegman overthrew Witt on that one.
Well, I mean, West is pretty much just leaving the run up the middle wide open for the quarterback, but they're containing him on the inside of the field, which, when you're up 24-7, nothing wrong with that strategy. So East will have 4th and 10. Kicker all the way back. They're kicking from their own 25. So West is going to get the ball back again. Nice kick. Real good kick.
Baniskevich did a good job.
Yeah, he
clearing
sure
out of there, waving his hands,
Yep.
just like another coach on the field. Baniskevich out of Milford done a real nice job back there. Even when he doesn't catch the ball, you know, he's waving his hands back and forth, giving everybody a visual on that punt return team. Get away from the ball. That was a booming punt by Middleton.
Yeah, that was not wind aided either, Coach.
47-yarder.
So West will take over with 11:21 left here on their own 28-yard line. East really needs a 3 and out here. They got to defend. Try to get the ball back and make something, or make a big defensive play that can rally the troops as well. Walters out off to the left. I think he lost about 4.
Knight's back in it.
Got a lot of work today. Knight back in, yeah.
Ryan Kelly with a nice tackle.
Well, Gillis did a nice job for West. And I thought Stegman did a pretty good job for East. But so much of this game is about the offensive push, the ability to control the ball and the clock.
And West has brought that today.
They have.
Coach Levine and his staff have done a good job getting both sides of the ball ready, but especially the offense.
Little trap on the inside. Plays designed for 4 or 5 yards, and you never know, it could be 14 or 15.
Nice job by Ian Landry, 54, the guard out of Trinity. Driving his guy 5-6 yards downfield on the backside of that play.
My son played next to Ian this year at Trinity, and said Ian was a great teammate to play with. Very good, you know, really enjoyed playing next to him. Just talking about that the other night. Nice kid. Back, fading back. He's got, saw a little contact there. I don't know if it was illegal or not, but so that'll bring, I think the down marker's a little off. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be 4th down now.
Cole Martin out of Merrimack Valley was the intended receiver. He had no shot at that.
No shot.
Well short.
So East did what it had to do defensively again. I mean, they've held East to 6, held West to 6 points the whole second half, John, and about 7 or 8 minutes into the first. Oh boy, there's a misread, but he got it. He made up for it. Yeah, just take it and start with your offense. But when you look at it defensively, John, West has had more than its share of opportunities, and it's scored 1 time. When you think about that, with about 8 minutes left in the first half on.
Yeah, another good punt by Risert, and great coverage down there. Brad Rhodes, number 2 from Trinity on the tackle.
But offensively, they got to get it rolling. 9:41. That took another 2 minutes off the clock. So East will take over at the 38-yard line of their own 38-yard line.
Donovan Fenora is back, the Portsmouth quarterback, number 10.
Probably looking to do some running in and out of the pocket. He's got time. He's got outside, got a seal block on the inside, but great job tackling. Who is that? 45. Is that Banonovich?
Baniskevich out of Milford.
Yeah, that's a big tackle. He breaks that tackle, he probably gets another 15 to 25 yards at least.
The Corey Francis out of Central put the initial pressure on Donovan. That was a nice pass rush by Francis. He spent most of the game on the offensive line for the West.
He had a nice seal block, though, from as he was breaking outside, but give Banonovich credit. He came right up.
Baniskevich,
sorry. I think this
the
is
pride of Milford High.
Yeah.
Nice job out of Baniskevich and Erda today in this game.
Great job. Well-coached team. Fanoa back, nowhere. Looking to run the ball, going to go nowhere. Maybe gets a yard. So 8:46. This will bring up 3rd down and 5. Big play here for East. Happy to bring you this charity game. Mike Currier, CastleHIll Media Sports, and Steve Beals here with John Trisciani. And thank you, John, for saying
pleasure.
yes, my man. On an absolutely perfect day. Fanoa runs to the right. Just everything's being sealed off. You gotta look downfield. If there's that many defenders coming, there's got to be something open downfield.
That's 2 big plays in a row by 52 Dwight Alford out of Bow.
Yep. Did they get a turf field up there yet at Bow, or are they still?
I don't know. I don't get to Bow very often.
I don't either. Coached some lacrosse up there. Fanoa back. He's looking way downfield, and number 44.
Nice pick, Mark
from West,
Gaudette.
Mark Gaudette.
Yeah.
Great secondary coverage again.
I pointed the ball. Great job. Nice play by a linebacker. Great coverage. That was intended for Geppert again. Jake Geppert, who's done a nice job today for the East catching the football, but
nice job.
Gaudette picked that one off just like you teach it. High point the ball, got up off his feet. Great interception out of the West captain, and Concord High School last year's Division I state champions captain also. He's a heck of a player.
Showing out in the field.
Oh, we got 7:34 left. I think the most impressive thing right now, Steve, is no quit out of either team.
Nope.
And it's a hot day on that turf.
A lot of pride out there.
These kids are fighting.
They're fighting, but the coaches are doing a good job moving these kids in and out. It's Trevor Knight with some nifty running.
Knight's showing you why he's who he is.
Wow.
This thing looks like a video game here with Knight avoiding tackles, breaking
like
tackles,
right
and showing speed, securing the football. That's what the Gatorade Player of the Year in New Hampshire looks like.
Yep.
Right there, Trevor Knight, number 7, bound for University of New Hampshire Wildcats, and Coach McDonald up there.
The whole time he's protecting the ball, Trish. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Good fundamentals. With that athleticism matched with equal mind and fundamentals.
Plays like a coach's kid.
He does. So that'll be a 1st down on the 40-yard line into East Territory. West knocking on the door. Knight running wide, beats his defenders, and he's going to get another 5 or 6 yards right there.
And he finished that run running over Clint Felch from Winnicott.
Boy, this is a hard one, John. I haven't talked about MVP yet. We'll wait until 2 minutes. We'll figure out give our opinions on that.
MVP, do we hand that out? Do we have a truck or anything to give these guys?
No, it's just the honor of knowing that CastleHIll Media MVP of the game.
All right, CastleHIll Media MVP, nice.
We can't get a trophy for everything today. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So offset eye to the right, hand off to number 4.
Little draw to Cavallero.
Cavallero.
Nice,
that boy runs hard. So that'll move the chains all the way down to the 27-yard line of East.
Offensive line's continuing to do a good job.
It's the greatest weapon going. 6:24 left, and taking mountains of time off the clock.
58, Trent Fortune. Brandon Wilfor from Monadnock Regional doing a nice job up front. The big dude, Sean Zykowski out of Plymouth, 99.
Nice job today by that whole group.
Good strong run by Kuehl right there.
Brandon Wilfor, he's got to be hitting 280, right?
Yeah, all of that. And plenty of hair. That's why I'm jealous.
Yeah. Little cut block there on the inside. Nida.
Andy
I'm
finishing
sorry,
it
Andy.
off strong.
Nice job. Grabbing chunks of yardage and chunks of time off the clock, Coach Trish.
Yeah, Coach Levine. I bet your coach is thinking it's good to have those Concord State champions on your team.
It doesn't hurt a bit. But all these guys are well-disciplined players. Both sides of the ball ought to be proud of themselves.
Andy Gaudette, Logan Lamoureux, 55 out of Concord. Dylan Naylor, big lineman, 71.
Yeah. Wow, Andy upended. You heard that here first, Coach.
Yeah.
Andy upended. So that'll bring up 4th down and flags down. Don't know what's going on there.
Efren Newell out of Laconia. It was the initial guy in on that tackle.
Nice hit.
Madden.
Nice hit. Flag down here after
73 Colin Richardson out of Exeter. He's in the defensive line right now, but he's had a good day.
Yep.
On both sides of the ball.
See what this call is. That was well after the play was done and everybody had gone back to the huddle. Looks like they're aiming as if it's against West. Now he's turning the other way.
12 men
all
on
right,
the
12
field.
men on.
Oh, sometimes it's easier with 12 than it is with 11, Steve.
If they don't catch it.
Yeah.
So that'll bring it down to the east 10-yard line and 1st and goal. Just inside the 10.
I've had nights coaching defense where I wish I had 14 or 15. Maybe I should have been coaching better.
He had number 89, Austin Pelletier from Lebanon, open.
That little high.
Austin took a good jump for it, but, I think Trevor could see the defensive backs there and put it where only his receiver could catch it.
Agreed.
So that'll bring 2nd and goal. East really jamming their ends inside. They're trying to block Trevor from getting outside. But he's such an athlete, he can go around traffic. Defensive end on this side for East looks pretty good. Although he was blocked pretty well by Tristan Thoreau.
Nice play in the backfield. By the East, number 4, Zach Wigan out of Pembroke Academy.
Yep.
One of the captains who's had a real solid day. Not real tall, but the kid is a muscle. I saw him at practice Thursday night. He is a jacked up dude and a heck of a football player out of Pembroke Academy with the Spartans.
Yep. 3:50 to go, 24-7 West over East. West knocking on the door again, but they've only got 2 more downs to do it. They've back on now on the 13-yard line. Coach Levine looks like he's going out to call it. He's calling a timeout. Maybe to give his offensive line a little rest, who have played very well today.
Yeah, both teams continuing to fight here in the 3rd Chad game. It's a great day for Chad, great day for New Hampshire high school football. Thank you, Nick Vales and your crew over there at Chad, for giving these kids the opportunity. And us the opportunity to broadcast the game.
This is the nicest press box so far, John.
And CastleHIll Media. They've done a great job today broadcasting this game.
Mike is everywhere. Campus safety coming down with their, looks like a Ford Edge or something. The window up with the AC on.
Yeah, I think Campus Security is handing out water to the fans in the end zone.
Is that what it is?
Want to make sure they have a great day here at Grapponi. And thanks again to the St. Anselm College people for
hosting this event.
Hosting this great event. Still plenty of people in the seats in the end zone here at Grapponi.
Great support.
And 22 guys playing hard on the field.
Out of the eye, a lot of up-front blocking. And Cavallaro goes, but give the East defensive line credit. They took, all of them took on doubles and did a great job standing up the offensive line at West that time. I think they're doing the very best they can. Been a lot of pride on the defensive unit of East, I thought. They've fought the whole game.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing but fighters.
You know?
On both of these teams, but that East defense, like you said, Steve, really stands out. I mean, the West has scored 24, and they've really come on.
6 points,
only
though.
One touchdown in the second half.
Right, and in the last 8 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, plenty of yards. But the East is
Trevor,
fighting.
Break it, got a lane there. And gets pushed out of bounds. So that'll make, that'll give an opportunity for East holds. And again, give these guys a lot of credit. 2:45 left, 24-7 West over East in the third annual Chad game. Matt Johnson, number 60, coming off with Trevor. Had both of those guys at junior high. They did a great job.
Fantastic. I wonder if they're going to dump the Gatorade on Coach Levine.
I don't know.
He's got his hat off, so maybe he thinks something's coming. Doesn't want to get that Chad hat he's got wet.
So Easton looking to run it out. So they'll gain of 4, be second down and 6 on their own 11-yard line. You imagine there's some college coaches here, Coach Trish?
Well, I know Coach Castoni from Plymouth is in the audience.
Yeah. Nothing there. Maybe a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach McDonald out of UNH is here.
Third down and 3. You think so?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Third down and 3 here for East. 150, 149 and counting.
There was a sighting of Chip Kelly, Manchester's own Philadelphia Eagles head coach, yesterday at the Danny Duval golf tournament. So maybe Chip's here somewhere. Who knows?
Never know.
He's probably hiding in the woods undercover. Chip gets around. He's always coming back and supporting football in any way he can in Manchester.
Oh, Ian Landry.
Picked off by Landry. Great showing by the Trinity guys today.
Sure is.
Ian Landry, Tristan Thoreau,
Brad Rhodes.
Second pick by a Trinity guy. I'm sure that'll make Coach Burns happy.
Well,
Can't say enough about both teams in the effort.
Nope.
That's for sure. It's a credit to the game. You know, a lot of times late in a game like this, hot day on the turf, you start seeing guys let up. There's been no quit out of anybody on this field. When the number's been called by any one of these young men on either team, they're out there fighting.
Yep.
It's a great thing to see.
It sure is.
I want to take our hats off to those East coaches. Coach Johnson, the head coach, George Dristolaris out of Worcester Prep, Ed Kiley out of New Hampton, Craig Cousins out of Laconia. We're at taking knee time. Ken Osborne out of Dover, Chuck Robert, our referee buddy from Bedford on the staff, Mike Solominski from Worcester Prep, Andy Vales and Jimmy Vales. Andy Vales is UNH quarterback. Jimmy Vales just graduated. Outstanding career as D lineman at UNH.
So 55 seconds
we're down
going.
to knee time. And hats off to Paul Levine and his staff with a West victory, the third in the 3 years of the Chad game. Travis Cody out of Bishop Girton. Paul Drone retired out of Merrimack. Dante Lorendi, the head coach at Merrimack. Andy Levine from Bedford High. Dave Rosmick, retired out of Salem. Jimmy Schubert, the Manchester legend from Central High School. Great job with the offense today. Pat O'Neill, former Trinity coach.
All right, John. Time to talk about MVP of the game. I've got.
Well, I think you got to go MVP from the West team since they're the winners.
Absolutely. There's two guys for me.
What do you got?
I got Mattress and I got Trevor Knight.
All right, I'm looking at my list. You got Trevor Knight. You got Rhodes did a nice job on coverage with a pick, played some good D. You got Cavallero in the backfield. Certainly Macris. Nick Vales was key. Kuhl, great job blocking, running the football. Andy, Gaudette, great job both sides of the ball. Risert, punting. I'm going to back you on Macris. Great team effort, but I'm going to go with Macris, number 15. Nick Macris out of Central, tight end. Did a great job blocking, key pass receptions.
I'm going to yield to that as well. It's between those two. Either one of them are deserving. It's so important, but in this particular situation, early in the game where the game was defined, he was just huge and made some extremely big plays. As a unit, the offensive line of West deserves it as well. Hard to pick any one because they work as a unit. They never get the full credit they deserve. But I would agree. I'd go with Mattress as well. I thought he was very impressive, and if I was a college coach looking for a tight end, he might be a wild card that I'd be trying to grab. He's very, very impressive athlete. Has a very Gronk-esque way about him when he catches the ball. He's hard to bring down.
Absolutely.
Just a very impressive
And both the offensive and defensive lines of the West were immense.
Were absolutely immense. And
great day at Grapponi Stadium.
Yep. Well, as the coaches, as everyone begins to file out, all the teams are having a hearty handshake, coaches as well. This thing went off without a hitch. Tremendous job by Nick Vales and his whole entourage of people that are out here trying to do something fantastic for the youth of this state, as well as the football players of this state and football overall. It's just great to see. Trish, everybody coming together and making this event what it is. And any last comments?
Great day. I want to thank the people at St. Anselms for putting on a great event. Neil Duval, who handled this, the AD Jim Hurley, President Stephen DeSalvo was behind this game here, and I know St. Anselms is very happy to have an opportunity to present their campus and stadium to the people in New Hampshire. And I love football, and it was a great day. And thank you guys for allowing me to be part of it with CastleHIll Media.
Well, with that, my only hitch was I didn't get a piece of pizza. It was all gone when I went upstairs. But
really?
I'm going to probably go home and have one right now. But in all seriousness, John, it was great to have you. You do so much for football in this state. You do so much for the camps and so many things. And you're a real testament of what high school, college, and youth sports are all about. And always love working with you. I really, really enjoy our friendship and very much appreciate you coming on the show.
Same here. Thank you for having me.
And also give Mike Currier from CastleHIll Media as they give the ceremonies. We'll end with that. So Mike, as you pan out there for the final part of the ceremonies, really want to thank you, Mike Currier, as well, and CastleHIll Sports Media. And with that, Steve Beals here with Coach John Trisciani. And I hope you enjoyed today, the broadcast. We sure did. And congratulations to every one of these young people and all the kids that will enjoy some special care from this great charity, the Chad. So with that, we'll pan it out in the field and we'll leave you there. Thanks for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating the third annual Bo Dixon MVP awarded to West number 44, Mark Gaudette. Thanks to the Amistad Beverages for making this award possible. Congratulations, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome game founder Nick Vales and Chad's Director of Community Relations, Sharon Brown, to present the 3rd annual Chad Cup to the winning team, West. This trophy will be engraved with the name of every coach and player from the winning team each year. The player and coaches from the West team will be forever enshrined in football history. Congratulations to the West team champions for the 3rd annual Chad, New Hampshire East-West High School All-Star Football Game, powered by the Bedford and Nashua Ambulatory Surgical Centers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce that the 3rd annual Chad, New Hampshire East-West High School All-Star Football Game, powered by the Bedford and Nashua Ambulatory Surgical Centers, has raised a whopping $280,719. Proceeds will benefit critical programs at the Children's Hospital at Dartmouth-Hitchcock, including the Christian's Gift Endowment Fund for kids fighting cancer at Chad. Thank you to all our committee members, volunteers, corporate partners, players, coaches, spirit team members, and of course to you, our fans, for making this event a huge success. Once again, congratulations to all the players, coaches, families, committee members, spirit team members, volunteers, and staff responsible for today's game. We thank you, our fans, for being a part of this special day. Thank you for coming, and please drive home safely. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of this beautiful weekend.